strong, patiently waiting, hero, soldier, child, predator, hunter. They hated me, hurt me with lies. Their evil ways stood strong, patiently waiting, hero, soldier, child, predator, hunter. Hurt me with lies. Their evil ways I stood. Their evil ways I stood strong, patiently waiting. They hated me, hurt me with lies. Their evil ways stood strong, predator. They twisted my name till it broke in two, cast shadows on the truth till it barely grew. Fake words dancing like sparks in the night, but the patient man's ready now to set it right. Oh, the wise waves through the stormy roar. Now I rise, stronger than I was before. Falsity crumbles, the truth so clean. It's my time now to show what it all means. They built their towers of lies on sinking sand, hollow empires with no leg to stand. I watch with silence but with eyes so sharp. Truth's a melody they'll hear like a harp. Oh, the wise waves through the stormy roar. Now I rise, stronger than I was before. Falsity crumbles, the truth so clean. It's my time now to show what it all means. Mistakes were made, but vengeance ain't my play. The world will see what's real in the light of day. Receipt by receipt, I'll unfold the page. Turn their fabricated history into a cage. Oh, the wise waves through the stormy roar. Now I rise, stronger than I was before. Falsity crumbles, the truth so clean. It's my time now to show what it all means. They whispered lies across the stream, built their castles on a broken dream. But the patient man, the soldier bold, waits in silence, watch the truth unfold. I am the fire that reignites tonight, the forgotten hero stepping into the light. In his heart with bends, when shells on your tail, you better repent.
Well, hello. Something about that really intrigues me. That song there, especially. Now, putting these here on so I can look more sophisticated and you can see into my eyes. See like that? No, let's play. So, going over a few things here. To the sponsor that got these here, thank you so much. Let's see, what does that say? Vote Ernest Shell, Kentucky Governor 2027. Thank you so much. I love these pens. Love them. Love them. And it's perfect because it has a little thing on the end you can play with your cell phone. I like this too. Good touch. Great touch. Thank you so much. So, now, there's a lot of things I can talk about tonight, but going back into her studies, we're studying the unknown. Now, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to look into these. Now, I don't care to mail some of them to some people, but I'm also going to use these for fundraising and stuff when it comes time. But right now, these are perfect. These are perfect. I love these things. My sister, when they come in, my sister grabbed two of them. She stole two of them. She owes me money for two of them. She owes me some money for two of them. I know that much. I like these. I guess we're going to have shirts made as well. But here's what I'm going to do with that. I have a perfect plan laid out for what I'm wanting to do with this. So what we're going to do is tonight, Um, I'm gonna give 4 of these away. I'm gonna give 4 of these away tonight. I'll tell you what. Let's say if we have a 2-hour segment show, I'm gonna give one a pin away every 30 minutes. I'm gonna give a pin away every 30 minutes. We're gonna give a pin away. Only thing I ask you to do is you cover the shipping. That's it. Cover the shipping. You can cover the shipping. That's it. You can have a pin. I don't care to. Uh, the way shirts will be handled will be through an outsourced company. Yes. It's actually the same people that's going to be doing my signs for governor stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna blow this up. I'm gonna blow this up in Kentucky. To win Kentucky, I'm gonna win Harlan. I'm gonna win Hazard. I'm gonna win Pikeville. I'm gonna win Middlesboro. I'll win London. I'll win Corbin. I'll win those. I mean, you're looking Harlan's. I mean, here's the thing with the vote wise, and I'm not wanting to really get into it right now because I have a plan on what I'm going to do. Uh, Being an event coordinator like I used to be, I know how to hit to put up the posters. See, politicians never do their own work. They hire somebody out to do their work. I do my own work. I've always done it. I always will, and that's the way it does. Like I'll probably have 5,000 posters made, roughly, and I'll get that discount because we've ordered 10,000, 20,000 posters from these people before. 11 by 17s, perfect, or even bigger. I don't know. I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win because what I'm gonna do to win is gonna be extraordinary. Now, right now, I'm working with an awesome group who Kentucky members are going to give me a call tomorrow. Now, I know you all like to go and talk to the officials and run your mouth here and there, you other people do. So I'm really not going to get into it. I'm going to let them announce it. That way I don't have to. So, my show, this show here, we do a little bit of extra everything, just anything, right? Anything can happen. Anything can happen. Now, people like Constant Sue. Do not block Constant Sue. Do not time her out. I don't want her timed out for 87,000 seconds. No. I don't even know why YouTube even does that for you. That's ridiculous. 87,000 seconds is a long time. So do not time her out and do not block her. Has anybody done that yet? Do not do that. I want Constant Sue here. I got a surprise for Constant Sue. I got a surprise for all you guys, to be honest with you. But anyways, it's not tonight. It's not tonight. Oh, just saying, Chica. I never do touch the money. Actually, to tell you the truth. Now, the best way to do it is to have somebody else do it for me. But we're going to negotiate contract wise. I'm not going by their bullshit. Okay. I always negotiate my own shit. And it works for me that way. It works for me. It's working for me with work right now. I negotiated my contract in with what I'm going to be helping with the Derby. I've done that already. I've negotiated myself in literally everything, and I'm going to continue to negotiate because I know what in the hell I'm talking about. Thank you. Okay, so I'm telling you, yes, it is. It is. It is. Now, all I ask for these pins is shipping. That's it. I'll just shipping. All I want is shipping. Now, I don't even know how many of these we have, but I know tonight I'm going to give away 4 of them. That's be 2-hour show. Every 30 minutes, I'll give away 1 pin. And they're cool. I like these pins. They're really, really nice, as a matter of fact. Somebody did right. Exactly, true first. Don't give away my tactics now, girl. You've been studying up on me. Let me read this. Exactly, true first. Exactly. And let me say something, Truth Hurts. Okay, so there's something about Truth Hurts that I've been studying. Not gonna lie, I'm studying Truth Hurts right now. As of right now, I'm studying Truth Hurts. I am studying her. Being straight up honest with you. 40 fucking hell. The fact of the matter is, you're right. You're right on that. So I'm studying Truth Hurts. Truth Hurts is really, really smart. And I don't see why these other people, they don't understand it, what they do. They actually push me ahead of everyone else. I know what the obsession is, but I can't say it right now because people will come out of the woodworks. Like if I start talking about it, people will appear out of nowhere. Now, has anyone ever heard, since tonight's show is about secrets that the government holds from us, okay? Now, I've been doing a lot of research here the last few days, and I'm getting ready to line some interviews up about these creatures that are supposedly in Kentucky. But you're right, Truth Hurts. They really do, Ernie. They do. You're smart by that. There's a lot of people can't catch that. A lot of people can't catch it. Ernie, what is that on your wrist? Okay, so what is that on my wrist? That is a band, and it does have a tiger in that band. That's in that band there. So that tiger is in the band. Okay, good deal. Now, I had no idea what you've been doing. Okay, listen, guys. Thank you. I appreciate that. She's smart. Truth Hurts is smart. And I didn't actually start seeing that until here recently. And I started looking up things and watching other people's chats and watching how she works herself around. And it's cool. It's cool. I kind of like her. Okay, good deal. So, voices, I love Ernie's Dimples. Well, Ernie's Dimples is getting old. Okay, so the funny thing is with this stuff, oh man, you can't make this stuff up. I'm telling you. There's another story that's out just a few weeks ago. Just a few weeks ago, it happened. Would anyone like to hear the story? I actually downloaded the story here, and if you want to listen to it, you can listen to it. Does anyone? Here we go. Ready? Let's just listen to this story. Let's listen to the story. This is the Dogman sighting in Harlan County. Harlan County, we all know, is where I'm from.
Welcome to another Crypto Cruise sighting report. Possible dogman seen in Harlan County, Kentucky. We got the following report in a few weeks ago of a possible dogman sighting in the Tots community of Harlan County. Teresa writes, last night, I'm driving home from Harlan towards Cumberland on Highway 421 and I saw the dogman. It was not quite dark and I noticed something strange on the left-hand side of the road where the brush and woods are, just past the entrance to the Rail House restaurant. It was way bigger than any dog. However, it had a snout like a dog, but was longer than a normal dog and its head was bigger. When I got home I told my daughter about it because I'm not from this area. And I had never seen anything like that. She told me about the dogman in Harlan County and I knew then that was exactly what it was. I'm a pretty well-traveled, well-educated woman. And I have never seen anything like that in my entire life of 52 years. It did scare me a little bit because my original feeling was that it was a werewolf and I really don't believe in werewolves. Anyway, I started researching to see if I could find anybody else that has seen something like that, and that's when I came across your post on your website. This creature was standing on the edge of the brush line. Probably about 4.5 feet tall, on 4 legs, gray and black in color, but had a longer body. Its head was moving a little, it was kind of looking around. It was more gray than anything. It was very creepy. And it didn't go anywhere, but I sure did. Thanks for listening to my story. Now, we are not exactly sure just what this creature that Teresa saw was, but it sure sounds much too large to have just been a coyote or normal dog. We do get a few dogman reports from this general area, and we surely have enough wilderness for them to survive. This sighting would have taken place on September 7th, 2020.
This is actually a couple years ago. I'm sorry about that. Let me interrupt that. That was just a few years ago. But what I'm trying to say is there has been a few different things that happened. Now, I've got more stories, but I'm thinking, the best thing we need to do, since I'm changing the channel around, and they're over here where I'm at, around this general area, correct? So what we're going to do is we're going to investigate. We're going to take a little team and we're going to do this. We're going to do this. Now there are pictures, guys. There's pictures. There's a ranger that actually that saw one. And do this. Okay, so now we're going to give away the first pin. First pin's going to give away. All I ask you do is cover the shipping. I don't know how much the shipping will be because I haven't shipped nothing in a while. I'm close to a post office right down the road now. I'm able to ship. Okay, so I already have my notebook. I got my notebook too, and I'll write this down. Show you it right. Let me show you what color it is. All right, Lord bless God, Jesus here. Okay, good deal. Am I religious? This day and time you have to be. Okay, so we're going to get our handy dandy notebook here. I'm going to show you that it is clean paper. We're just going to get a random pen. You're getting pens. Okay, so here's your random pen. As you see, vote Ernest Mac Shell, or vote Ernest Shell, Governor, Kentucky Governor 2027. Okay. Anyways, real nice. I don't know why this piece of junk camera. I don't understand StreamYard. They make us pay all this money for it. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to write with it. 40 hells. Let's see here. Can't win for losing, I'm telling you. Okay, so I'm going to write the winner's name. Hold on a minute. Lord God, let me see. Good God. Everybody, let's happy birthday. Happy birthday to Melissa Lamb, otherwise known as Melissa Shell. Melissa Shell is in the chat. Happy birthday to you. Everybody, let's sing happy birthday. Here we go. So, everybody on 3. Ready, set, go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Melissa. Happy birthday to you. There you go, everybody. Happy birthday, sis. Thank you. Take a bow. Take a bow. There you go. Good deal. Now, what did I do this morning that made her mad? What could it have been? Who knows? I don't even know. Okay, so everybody put birthday cakes, everybody, cakes. Oh my fucking God. Anyways, cakes, everybody. Okay, now, how are we doing this? Where's my damn line at? We can't see it, Ernie. I know you can't see it. Okay. 40 hills. Okay, good deal. Now we can see. You know what? Why does this have to work like this? Why? I mean, the Jesus of Lords. They're moving this, a mother. Okay, now we're good. Okay, now. Wow. Look, I'm not blue no more. Look at this. I look blue. Everybody's like, why is your skin so blue? And I'm like, I'm not blue. I'm really not blue. I'm actually red, like really, really red. Okay, so now that we got that taken care of, is Melissa happy, everybody? Does she need a pen? Does she need an autograph or anything like that? Okay, here we go. Let me think about it. Leave Melissa alone. Let her talk. Okay, so it is her birthday today. Now, let's see if we can see these pens actually here. Oh, yeah. A lot better. Vote Ernest Shell, Kentucky Governor 2027. I promise you, when I win governor in Kentucky, I will help with the people who need help. We will take those people who needs psychiatric treatment, and we will make it affordable for those people to get help. We will do that. Even if we have to call it the Melissa Shell Foundation, we will get it done, folks. We will get it done. Okay, good deal. Here we go. Now, she's mad at the world. She's mad at the world. She's always mad. And I'm not even saying nothing to her. She stays over in Crack 40 TV's channel or something. I don't even know. Okay. All I ask you to do is cover shipping. How much is shipping these things? Let's find out what shipping is. I'll tell you what we do. Just to make it easy. Just to make it simple and easy. Hold on one second. I gotta hit up somebody. Okay, sorry about that. I had to answer a message and do some stuff. Okay, so is Melissa still in here? We want Melissa to be happy. Okay. Ask the little SOB. Okay, hold on a minute. This is what Ernie was. She's been mad at me for probably 5, 7, 10 years. I don't even know. She's mad at the world. This is the sister. I'll tell you what, Melissa. I'm going to give you a link before we get into the werewolf stuff. Everybody's been wanting to know who you are, so I'm going to give you a link, and I want you to just to say whatever you want to say. Okay. I'm going to give you a chance to say what you want to say, Melissa. Thank you. It is a real nice picture. I've got some. Look, tomorrow I'm going to the suit shop, to the tailor again, after I apologized and had to. Anyways, I need a bigger suit. Okay, so I'll probably take you guys with me. And I got to be fitted for a suit, okay? I'm going to be fitted for a suit. Now, hopefully nothing goes wrong and I get to show a nice character toward this guy and his friend as they measure me and get all this done. Today, I ripped a very expensive suit down the middle of my back because I was listening to people and they were sending me screen recordings and stuff. So the guy in there got mad. Thank you, beloved ghost. Bigger suit, a little bit bigger suit. Thank you. Yeah, they're going to be all over everything. Now, Melissa, you can take that link and come up. And we'll help you out, Melissa. We love you. It's your birthday, sis. We want to help you. Okay. Now, Terry, can you answer your message? Or did you answer it? Okay, good deal, good deal, good deal, good deal, good deal. I feel like I'm just good dealing it. Thank you all. You know, I'm telling you, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Ernie, I heard that you received $2,000 from 2 different people. Wow, $2,000. Oh, Lord. I'm going to receive a lot more than that, but that's just the thing about it. Anyways, we're going to talk about this. Am I getting hitched? No, I'm not getting hitched. Trying to stay me. If somebody can answer their messenger right now, I'm sitting here sending them a message. A few of you all. Thank you. Good deal. Thank you so much. Guys, I just, this is wild. Okay, I'm sending some people some messages right now. If you could reply back, that'd be awesome. It says people went Facebook. Wait a minute, I got to see this. And Facebook people went around and said Ernie got my 401k and I don't have that. Okay, wow. I can't believe some of the things people said, and they think that I know what I'm doing. Ridiculous, ridiculous. I'm telling you, people always do a little bit of truth mixed with a lot of lies. That's the truth. That's the truth if I've ever seen it. They painted me out to be this villain, guys. And I have no criminal record whatsoever. I don't really have a criminal record. Shoot. I'm like, what's the world? Wow. $2,000. You know, over the time, in 5 years, 4 years, them people probably did give me $2,000. You know, that's nothing. That's a drop in the bucket compared to what I used to get. Literally. And you all, I'm going to prove to you, Constance, that I ain't this person you say that I am. It's getting ready to hit you hard, very hard. Who cares? Here, let me do this right now. Who cares that I'm a felon? Okay, I'm glad that I'm a felon because I get to see how people get treated. I get to see how people get treated by the justice system, and I'm going to be in that system, being the governor, and I'm going to be able to do something about it to the people, for the people, right? You see what I'm saying? Because I know what they done to me. I know it firsthand what I went through. So I know how it's going to happen. Then I get mine. You understand that, right? I'm going to win. No if and buts of that. Because once I get on that stage with whoever the hell the opponent is, truth, passion, you don't matter how much money you have. You will not beat someone's passion if someone lives it and does it. When you are governor, pardon yourself. I probably won't. I don't know. I'll have to look into that. Like a lot of people think I'm going to pardon a bunch of criminals. I'm not. But I will the ones who I know that were done wrong because their race, their color, I promise you, commute their sentences. I'm going to. Now, Ernie, have you talked to Logan? Ernie, have you talked to Logan? He seems to be missing since he was on your panel that night. Logan is probably just taking it easy. Where he's at, in California. Things happen all the time in California. He's probably just out there, just chilling. Like, hey, what's up, bro? Having his little freakavoos and his undavoos and all these other little things. Who knows? Right now, he's probably got his sugar mama, his woman or something on his arm. He's probably saying, look out, baby, I look like Gandalf. You know, I don't know what he's doing, but he's taking his time. Leave the man alone. Simple. The man's done his time. The man's done what he is. I mean, the man is who he is, okay? Leave him alone. He's good. He's good. Connie, you're a felon too, ain't you? You was on the DVO registry. I've never been on a DVO registry. You've been on the domestic violence registry. Anybody who tries to chase their boyfriend with a chainsaw, I mean, what was you doing? Was you all role playing? Was you the Texas Chainsaw Massacre? Did you do something with your face? What did you do? Did you take one of those Depends and stick it on your face and make it all messy and stuff and run after him? Anyways, he got away. He got away and your ass got arrested and you went on the DVO, okay? The Domestic Violence Registry. You was on it and you got mad. You cried when I put it out there on you. That's why you hate me for. You like her more now? Oh, well, that's who she is, okay? Good deal. Okay. No, Charlie. I do not want Constance. Can you imagine? I'm not even going to get into it because you know what they're going to say? Oh, he's sexualizing it. Oh, he's doing this. Oh, I'm offended. And these motherfuckers call themselves Republicans. I doubt that shit. Anyways, here we go. Okay, so we're in 50 minutes. We got to give away 2 pins now. We're going to wait to an hour and we're going to give away 2 pins. Y'all got me talking. I can't even do this shit. Okay, good deal. Oh my God bless 40 Americans and mothers and Jesuses and all that. Okay, good deal. Now, Melissa, you want a pen? I'll give you one for free. I'll give it to my sister and have it drop it off to you or something. Because I damn sure ain't going around you. Melissa once accused me of being in her neighbor's yard, dressed as a ninja, behind a rock. Guys, at that time I was small, but I do not think that I would ever fit behind a rock. I don't think I could fit behind a rock. Melissa once told a story. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Sorry about that. I was just looking at some stuff. Yeah. You know, when it rains, it pours, people. When it rains, it pours. I'm just telling you. So let me ask you a question. Let's ask a question. Okay. I'm trying to resort to not being mean to somebody and kind of be nice to people today. Okay. Exactly, Kooky Dough. Kooky Dough. Hey, Kooky Dough. Listen, Kooky Dough. Did you know that Melissa, exactly what keys to Mama's heart, she off those little animals, those little kittens and those puppies. But you want to say, Cookie Dough, that I'm a bad person and that I beat up on people. But what about what she did to those poor, defenseless, little helpless little kittens? How she took them and they's about this big, stuck them in a can. Now, I don't want to get into it because there's so much trigger warnings everywhere. It would be so bad just to talk about it. But we have Melissa to thank for that. But Melissa says, oh, that was in the past, though. Okay, it's in the past. What I've done in the past, too, right? But by God, it still gets brought up. Because nobody wants to report on that. Where's the news? Where is the news channel? Where is Blame Katie when it comes to killing? Not one, not two, not three, not even five. It would be awesome. It would be awesome to know that it stopped there. But no, not 10, not even 15, but around 50. 50 little bitty, cute little cuddly things that are not on this earth anymore. You know, I don't know about you all. I don't know about you all. But to me, you know, I like my little kittens. Whenever I got any, I put them on and they hold up on my shirt, put them in my little pocket, you know. Let it play, let it lay down beside of me and cuddle up, you know, like little kittens, you know, pedal. I would never ever think about taking a 10-inch long butcher knife, the blade, and taking the handle. I would never ever think about putting that little kitten in a Pringles can, filling it to the brim, putting a lid on the end of it, putting a rock on this end and a rock on this end. I would never think about taking and spinning that and where it stopped. I would never do that. You see, my heart is made of gold, especially when it comes to love and forgiveness. But now, if you want to go ahead, no, Cookie, no, Kooky Dough, listen, Kooky Dough. Kooky Dough, you listen. You got to listen, Kooky Dough. Because you brought this out. You brought this out. Now, I'm going to ask this. Why are you on me for? Have I ever killed a little animal? Have I ever hurt an animal? I think you know where your business is now, okay? Now, let's get back to the werewolves. Okay, now we're at the 1 hour mark. We're at the 1 hour mark, and we're going to give away 2 pins. Now, what would you think shipping with these? How much shipping are we looking at? Now, remember, Biden was president. He's not no more. He's not in there. But prices are still kind of high. 2 right now. Here we go. We're going to give away 2 of these. Vote Ernest Shell, Kentucky Governor 2027. Oh, she is in mental health. Okay, so here's 2 of them right now. Now let's make sure they right. How are we going to do this? Let's come up with a price. Let's come up with a price for shipping right now. Price for shipping. And I'll know exactly tomorrow when I get back exactly how much each one of these costs to ship. Okay. It depends on their zip code. I know that. But let's just come up with a shipping thing right now. Just one that we can give one to everybody. How much would be good? How much would be good? I'm letting you all come up with it. That way they can't say, oh, he's taking money. No, da, 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 da. $4? No, because we do packages. We do packages. I'm not putting them in a little plastic looking. No, hell no. Hell to the no. Because these get, no. $7, Lisa says. Charlie says $4. Come on. Come on. Give me some more. I want some more people. I need to know because I'm not. 545 face behind them. Okay, 545. Keep on. I want to hear everybody. Look, there's 110 people in here. I want to at least hear at least 15 people. Twister Dar, did you watch it happen? So yes. I know all about it because it made news. Did I watch it? No. I think I was one of the times it stopped her. She did this multiple times. Okay, now we're done with that. Okay, 6 even. Okay, $4.99. Come on, keep on going. I'm not paying shipping. I'm not paying shipping. I'm a broke man until I start working. I'm not paying shipping like that. Not doing it. Not putting myself out there. I'm not doing free no more. That's not me. If I give something away free, somebody's paying for shipping. That's just all there are to it. I don't care how cry, baby, whatever about it. These two right here, right now. Okay. Let me make sure they work before I send them out. So I want to hear some more prices, people. That way they can't say, oh, you come up with something. No, they come up with it. I'm tired of this. Okay, let's see if they write. I ain't want to write and waste ink, but we're going to write. Ernie, that's fair. It is fair. Let's see. Okay, so let's say a good number. Somebody said 7. Free to the people. Listen, here's the thing. We're still going to do $200. We're still going to do that. That's going to be free. These right here, we're going to find for shipping. So I need a figure. Come up with some figures. Come up with a money amount figure for shipping. Just shipping. I ain't charging for the pen. I wouldn't do that anyways. But I'm not going to just ship them out like that. So we'll say somebody said $4.99. Somebody said it's 7. So $4.99. They got pretty good. They like it. $4.99. Somebody said $7. I'll tell you what. We're just going to do it like this. Just to simple it. Okay. Make shipping cheaper. I know that. So how much we looking at? How much we looking at, guys? I need to know what we're looking at. These will probably be mostly collectibles anyways. That way y'all can have them. Thank you. $5.49. $6. 5 will cover it. Okay. Hit a break and sorting. I know how we can do this. I know how we can actually do this stuff. We'll just do, since these are collectibles anyways, and it is what it is. So let's just do, let's say 5. You know what? I ain't stingy or nothing. Layers of bubble wrap costs. Let's see. Anyway, Sharon, my mail lady, she's awesome. 5 will cover it. Let's do it. Let's do, oh, hey, Victory. I got something for you, buddy. What are you doing, Scotty? All right. Vote Ernest Shell, Kentucky governor, as you can see right here, 2027. Really nice. I wish these cameras suck. I'm telling you, StreamYard needs to do something with this, and that'd be we'll vote it out of Kentucky. That's what we'll do. Okay. So we'll just do $5. Okay. We'll just do $5 shipping just to be done with it. If it's even more, I'll cover the bubble wrap. Whatever we need to do with it, I'm gonna figure it out. That's the learning curve. That's the learning curve. That's what we're gonna do. Okay, so because these are mostly little collectibles, anyways. All right, I think that's awesome. That's a good one too. And let me read that because it's saying whoever you ship it to, just charge shipping on day you mail it. Have them cash app you. Well, that's what we can do. We can do that. Let's find out who wins. Okay, so let's play a game. Let me see what kind of game we can play here for these. I'm going to ask questions. I'm going to ask some questions, and you guys are going to be able to answer. Okay. Here we go. Now, you all know that we have changed the channel name to Unlock Your Reality, correct? Okay. Now, knowing that, the first person who can put both symbols up wins a pin. Cookie dough ice cream. Cookie dough, no, just both symbols, two symbols. Cookie dough ice cream. You win a pin. You win a pin, okay? I'm going to write your name down. Cookie dough ice cream. Cookie. Cookie dough. Pin. All right. You want a pin. Okay, so Cookie Dough's got the first one. Put this up in here. You're going to have to find a way to get a hold of me, Cookie Dough, so I can ship it to you. Unless you want to do whatever you want to do with it. The next one, let me make sure it writes. Oh, it's a good one. Good deal. Okay, so the next question. What is another name that they call werewolves in Kentucky? Dog man, Lori, got it. Lori. Okay, so you guys see the email, shellforces@gmail.com. Cookie dough and Lori. Good deal. You know what? I give up. Cookie dough and Lori. Hit me up with an email, guys. I want you to frame these. These are going to be worth a lot of money one of these days. I'm telling you right now. Good deal. So, put this in the bag. All right. Good deal. Thank you so much. You said coyote keys to mama's heart. What do you think about, girls? The coyotes or something up in here? I'll be running out the damn door. There's some coyotes up in here. You know what? It's hot outside. I'm not used to this, to be honest with you. I'm going to scoot back a little bit. It's too close to the screen, and I know that I ain't. I mean, I'm just gonna be honest with you, people. This right here is a mother. Okay, now, ooh, I'm in the middle screen. Now, I am gonna turn this on because it is scary outside. I'm burning up. Boy, you know. Okay, now that can go off. I don't care about that. I just care about getting good air. Good air. Now, okay. Bobcat, bears, and wolves. And all kind of stuff in this damn mountain. I don't know what it is. But Dog Man is the answer, and Lori got it right. Okay. I appreciate that. Yeah, thank you all for that. That was amazing. As a matter of fact, I'll tell you what. Oh, see. Good deal. Thank you all. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you all. Seriously. Uh, you like to gift your pen to Keys to Mama's heart. Okay, whatever you want to do. Okay, good deal. Maybe zombies. Who knows? Now, still wait. What are you waiting for? You want to have some fun? You know what? Why not? Why not? The world is definitely a vampire. I'm telling you, the world's definitely a vampire. I'm just gonna say. You know what? Why not? Why not? Why not? Let's have some fun. I want to have some fun. I want to have some fun. I'm burning up, but I want to have some fun. Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun. Let's really have some fun. So we have a special guest in the chat tonight. We have Fatu. Fatu has came to us from a land of God knows where. Now, if you know anything about Fatu, Fatu is an independent wrestler who wanted to be somebody. He traveled around the circuits to different little bitty towns here and there. He made his little $5 and $10 and $15 a match. And he never went nowhere. He never went nowhere because he couldn't get his ass in shape. He couldn't get his ass in shape. That's what's wrong with him. That's Fatu. I can tell you a couple of different places Fatu's tried to go to. He tried to go to. I lived in Canada. Look, and you also need Hooked on Phonics. Let's go over this. Let's go over this. I lived in Canada now. That tells me when you was an American and you was in America, when you was in Kentucky, you didn't learn shit. Okay? When it comes to vocabulary or English of any kind, the dictionary definitely was not your forte. Okay, now, good deal. That's not my name, moron. I never said it. Not Fatu. Not Fatu. Fatu. It's Fatu. Scotty is his name. His name is Scotty. Let's all be nice to Scotty. Charlie, you called him Fatu. Now he's mad. You called him Fatu. Now, Fatu had this finisher move. He would throw somebody into the ropes, pick them up, slam them, and he would run to the other side of the ring as fast as he could go, which is 3.2 miles an hour. He would hit the rope, come off there, and he would just throw his arms out and fly 2.5 foot up in the air and smash his opponent. He would smash his opponent. Now, it wasn't the velocity, and it wasn't the fall from just a few feet, 4 feet, and him smashing the opponent. The giveaway was Fatu weighed about 370 to almost build it 400 pounds. So you have a 400-pound man splattered out on top of you. Boom, 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 boom. The referee would then 1, 2, 3. Ding, 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 ding. I don't care if you're Hulk Hogan. You're not kicking out of that. Now, Victory, I know you're mad and you come up with the most ridiculous names that I've ever seen in my life. I mean, I could have come up with you a YouTube name. Why don't you just use Fatu? Everybody remembers you as Fatu. Everybody remembers you as Fatu. You would sit in the back and you would hog the fan because you couldn't breathe. And God in heaven knows if there wasn't a little extension cord somewhere that could reach an outlet. In some of the locker rooms we had, there was none of that. So here's Fatu at the water fountain getting cups pouring on his head because he can't breathe. He just had a 4-minute wrestling match, maybe 5, 6 at the most, because they ain't going to put Fatu in something that he cannot breathe in. Now, Fatu, you got to say Fatu, Charlie. We can't give him Fatu. He's not Fatu. Wait a minute. This is so far from the truth. What do you mean so far from the truth? I'm telling the truth. I got to hear your version of it, okay? You got mad at me because I was champion, something that you could never be. You could never be champion because you did not put the heart into it. Your soul was not there, okay? I went on to places like the ASPW, the CWF. You stayed in these little rinky-dink little promotions where 10 people would come out and they all was related to each other. Okay, you understand that, right? All the audience was related to each other. I can imagine seeing them because they didn't have cell phones back then. They pick up the landline. You gonna go watch them? You watching? Hey, guess what? Oh, Fatu's in there tonight. Hey, he had a hardcore match. He gonna be having a hardcore match, dog. Yeah, hardcore match, bro. It's a hardcore match. Yeah, man, they're going to have a stop sign. They're going to have a push buggy. They're going to have a little box. They're going to have it all. Who's he going up against? He's going up against Lone Wolf. Oh, Lone Wolf. Oh, shit, we got to go watch Lone Wolf. They would never come to watch Fatu. They was always there to watch Lone Wolf. Oh, hell. It's raining. Oh, shit. I'm in no man's land and it's raining on me. Hold up, Lord God. Okay, hold up, guys. Hold up. I got Okay, so I'm getting rained on. There's rain everywhere. Holy moly. Hold up, guys. Hold up. Oh, shit. Whew. It's coming a storm here. Okay, so finishing up with what I had to say. I don't know the deal with Fatu. Last time, yes, I think he's in TNA now. Who's in? What in the hell is that? What's that? Okay, so they are a moth or some creature that's all over here. What the hell? Okay, so here we go. Here's Fatu. Now I'm going to give you a link. I'm going to give you a link, Fatu, for you to come up and express yourself. I want you to express yourself, Fatu. Since we know each other and you want to say this and that, and you want to always put me in with Jimbo. So I'm going to give you a link. Come on up. The link is in the chat there. We're going to be professional about this. Now, you said some horrible shit about me. I've never really said anything about you, but I'm going to tonight. Now, okay. Oh, God. Hold on a second. Now, I know how to do this stuff. I got this. It's a shame we can't have ventures. What was that just went across the screen? What in the hell was that just went across the screen? Something that bites. It has to be. What in the hell is that? What is that? Oh, God. Put me out in no man's land, and I'm doing this stuff. What's going to happen when I'm out here in the wilderness and it starts raining? Oh, God. Okay. We'll figure that out when it comes. Now, I'm trying to be nice here. Now, Fatu, are you coming up? I promise I'll be nice. I promise I'll be very nice. Okay, good deal. Now, it is raining a little bit. I happened to took a shower 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 4, 5. No, I took one last night. Took a shower last night, actually. Thank you all. I think I'm glad you keep up with my schedule for showering. Oh, my God. Hold on. They have everybody blocked because that's who they are. They have everybody blocked. Anyways, what's funny? This is the funny thing about it. Funny. If Fatu comes up, if you don't, I got to continue my story. Exactly. Thank you. Are you fucking kidding me? What? No. Okay, hold up. We have a dilemma. My notebook is wet. Oh, hell. Can I ask? Hold on a minute. Ah, God. Brad has it, not you. Okay, thank you. So, Brad, you got an enemy. Oh, God, 40 hells. Okay, hold on a second. We're doing this. We are officially doing this. Okay, so, God bless 40. Can I ask why the Pepsi? Hold on a minute. Thank God. Okay, so we are. Oh God Almighty! How far are we away from the freaking house? It's a duck. Make sure this goes here. Why do I have to do this stuff? Come out in the wilderness where nobody. Thank God. And lightning everywhere. Hold up. Okay. 40 mercies, chickens and roosters and Oh my God. Okay, so 1, 2. Trying to get this done. Now I don't know what your beef is with Brad, but that ain't me. It ain't over here. It ain't me. I don't care what you say about me and care. But Brad may have an offense to that. Now, if Brad wants to come up and beat somebody's butt, he's a wrestling fanatic. And he supposedly knows all these wrestlers. But I don't think that Brad can handle Mike Hunt. I don't understand. I don't think he can handle anybody's Hunt. But Mike Hunt would probably whip Brad's ass. I'm telling you right now, not trying to get nothing started or nothing. Is it really coming to storm? Yes, this is a genuine baseball glove. God bless. My glasses is wet. You can see I'm out in no man's land. The storm behind me, we gonna get out. You know what? Everybody says I don't get out and do this stuff. Guess what, people? We going out. You know, if it's going to be content, it's going to be content. No other YouTuber is crazy enough to do this shit. So might as well do it, right? Are you with me, folks? Let me make sure I got the waterproof thing going on. Let me show you all how this works. You get out in it, boys. And you sit here, that son of a bitch. And you get out in this stuff, and you get wet, just like motherfucker. Just like I'm doing, humping down, and the water's coming on me. You see this? That's wet. You see my face? I'm fucking soaked. You don't have no other YouTuber doing this, okay? You see the lightning? Okay, so we got to get back in. The world is definitely a okay, the camera's got water on it. You see me? I probably was a ghost. I'm soaked. Look at me. Water everywhere. Soaked. Woo! Hat. Soaked. You can't see shit. Oh, damn. Soaked. You see this? Soaked. All over me. Soaked. Okay. Let me clean this camera off. It was turning everything. Storms are everywhere here. I'm out in no man's freaking land. Okay. Mother 40 fucking hell. You see, I get out here to do this shit. Damn, I'm wet. I took my shower. You happy? Okay. Woo. I know, I seen that too, and I don't know what the hell that was behind me. Something was definitely behind me. It's I was wanting to try to get out there and lightning hit and show you guys that it's coming a hell of a storm. God bless. People, I don't know who's behind me. There's something out there. Oh my God. That was creepy as hell. And yes, I'm locking doors. Locking freaking doors. Lock doors. Doors locked. It's quit raining. And that's the scary part of it when it quits raining. It's like it rains. It's like, it was something, wasn't it? I know. There was something behind me, I know. And you know what's funny is there's a graveyard just right there. Right there's a graveyard. I can walk to it and show it to you. They're going to be playing this over and over, right? Showing the ghost. I seen it too. I seen something in I was like, nope. But I was getting wet. So, I mean, you know, hey, it's the first ghost I've ever come across. So people was out there trying to catch Bigfoot and trying to find things. Mike, don't you hush your mouth. If there's a witch or something out here, my ass is out of here. I will throw this car in a circle so fast guess the keys to mama's heart, you hush your mouth. They not a witch, it's not telling what it was. Let's just say that. We'll rewind the video, okay? We'll rewind the video and find out what it was. Because there was something I thought was in the screen. I don't know. Somebody said something. My happy ass getting back in the car, locking the doors. I don't know. It was something. It was a freaking ghost. Well, whatever it was, it was. We'll have to rewind and find it. I don't know. That might get more people to, I might have to change the title to say Ghost Spotted or something. No, not in the backyard. Literally, I'm on a graveyard. Well, I'm up on the ridge there where I could get service. What if you, hold on a minute. What if you lock it in with you? Well, my happy ass is getting out. If there's something that comes up, I better watch because there's a lot of legends around this month. Okay. You guys making me scared. Quit, because I will turn around and I will go to hell home. Okay. It's called a fucking telephone pole for the driveway road that goes to the graveyard here. Goofy ass. Constance Sue is one of those people who thinks she knows. She always thinks she knows. How many people in here have seen Constance Sue come up with the most uttered bullshit that's on YouTube? Put a lightning bolt in chat. Lightning bolt in chat. How many people have seen her just utter the most ridiculous crap that's out there? Just ridiculous, absurd. She don't know what she's talking about. And half the time she can't breathe to talk. So how many people have seen that? Lightning bolt. Thank you, Angel Eyes. I swear to God, we've sat in chat and counted the lies this woman has told. And she knows better. She knows. Like, she'll sit there and she'll say, look, this is the time he did this and that. She's got her dates wrong. She's got the timeline all wrong. She don't know what she's talking about. Am I going to be the next Dorothy? Well, by God, give me some long hair and I'll say, hello, wicked witch. No, it's a witch. I'll be out. Look, let me just say this. If something ever happens, a tornado takes me out of here. Oh, that's a light glare. Woo, 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 God. Woo, that was a light shining where the fog from the rain hit. Lord Jesus. I was about to come home. Coming home. Tell you right now. If I look back there and there's something pointy with a pointy hat back there, my ass is gone. But anyway, going back to Wizard of Oz. I'm actually not really I'm being rehabilitated from being afraid of witches. Okay, so if something was to happen and magically, and I get carried off to the land of Oz, okay, and I see the witch, you don't have to worry about no bucket of water, okay, because I'll make my own water if I have to. Something's going to go, either that thing or me. It's as simple as that. I'll get you my pretty, yeah, it'll be pretty, all right. Because my ass will be going, I don't know. I would probably grab one of those monkeys so fast. Because I ain't scared of monkeys. I would jump on one of those monkeys back so fast. I'd beat it in the head, I'd slap its ass, whatever I had to do to get them wings up. And my ass will fly out of there. I'm more scared of that than I am ever that monkey. I ain't scared of that monkey. I've seen enough of them in my day. Now, the witch, done. Done the hell with the witch. The witch is done. That's as simple as that. Look, guys, I told you about this agent friend that she's a friend of mine now, and she dressed up one time, and she was questioning me and stuff, and I swear to God, she trapped me in that hotel room. You know, here I am, you know, a hot looking lady. I'm sitting around doing my shirt. We getting ready to get down, right? But ain't one, no. She's sitting there talking. I thought it was all good. Nice little stomach, you know, little perfect little abs and stuff. Just the kind you just wrap your hands around like, you know, right? You know what I'm talking about? So I didn't know what she's doing. She's pulling something off her, and I thought the damn aliens from hell above had came. I thought aliens was everywhere. Back in the day, you had them little phones. So I grabbed the phone. By God, I was ready to dial 911. She wrapped around me, and I didn't know what happened. I got tangled up in the cord. You know, back in the day, the cords was kind of long. You know, you got about a 6-foot cord. I had beaten her that phone. I had it around my neck, and I thought like some kind of antennas or something had wrapped around my neck. I seen her moving that fake ass skin and shit. I didn't know. I thought the aliens above. I just wanted to get to that door. I was wanting to get to the hotel room door, out my ass out of there and leave. And she hopped across the room and got on my back. It's the funniest shit ever. Like we talk about it now, it's funny. But then it was not funny. I thought an alien had got a hold of me. And the hell, I mean, I believed in them, I guess. I mean, I don't know. But that scared the hell out of me. Ever since like that, I just don't. There's a lot with it. Stop the threats. Who's threatening? Hopefully you bring your gloves or duct tape to cover your knuckles, Ernie. Your people will get to see you catch some hands at the Kentucky Derby. Can't wait. All right, yeah. I love catching hands. Love it, love it, love it. And I want to catch your hands, Rob Magician. I'll tell you what. I'll take your little fake ass wand. I'll wave it around and I'll pull the rabbit out of your ass. How's that? All right, we got that continued on. Okay, good deal. That'd be bad deal. That would be a bad deal at Kentucky Derby, especially with all those executive agents around me and doing my job. That would be bad. That would probably get you lit up so fast it ain't even funny. That would be funny, yo. That would be really, really fun. It'd be bad. It'd actually be sad. It'd actually be a bad deal for somebody. You ain't gonna be able to get to me anyways, because you won't be able to get to me anyways, which I ain't worried about. Anyways, going back to the witch. Exactly. There's no way. There's no way. State police will be right there. I mean, ain't no. I've done this. It ain't no. Go back to the witch. We're talking about the witch. I've been doing rehabilitation about these witches. And these witches are not my people. But I've got some woman dresses as a witch, and every once in a while she puts an accessory of a witch. And she just magically appears to me. And I'll be on Messenger and be watching her on video. She may have a broom. She may have a black cat. She may have a crock pot. We're working toward the hat. When she puts the pointy hat on, if I can stand by that, I'll be all right with witches. I'm doing my best. Now, another 30 minutes has came by. I've got a few of these pins, guys. And just to say, hey, who wants one, whatever, we can do that. We agreed $5 shipping. If you guys want one of them, shellforces@gmail.com, okay? Simple as that. Don't put no PayPal. Don't put no Cash App yet until you email me. Email me, shellforces@gmail.com. That way I have a record of it. That way I can say, hey, this happened here. This is here. There's the money, the transaction. That way I don't get called out by people like Constance Sue. I already did this. I already did that. Another lot, blah, 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 blah. I'm letting you all decide the money, letting you all decide all that. It is what it is, okay? Simple as that. Now, everybody's been asking me about the $200 giveaway. I'm still going to do that. We're still going to do that. Now, I don't think it's fair because a lot of people have been wanting to get in there, and I stopped it because I stopped everything with it. Everything. Because that's what they want us to do. They want us to stop. They don't want us to continue on. They don't want to. That was lightning. That was lightning. And I seen a figure. Hold on. Hold. Yeah. That right there would probably mean we need to get closer to home. Closer to home is what we're going to do. So by doing that, we're going to get this cord. Let's just find out. Make sure this works. Wish I may wish I might. A terrifying time you will have tonight. All right, love it. Well, that's a witch. some kind of witch spell or something. So here's what we're going to do. They don't like seeing me succeed, and I'm going to succeed. I'm going to succeed because I'm putting the work in. I'm actually putting the work in it. Everything I've done so far, my goals, I have accomplished. And I'm going to continue to accomplish them because I'm on the right track. I'm on the right track. No matter how many times they call my PO, okay? It don't matter. I'm still going to succeed because I haven't done nothing wrong. I haven't broken no laws. I have been me, and I'm going to continue to be me, okay? Just because somebody gets mad because I draw more attention than they do, and they have to use me for content because they have none, look at Fatu. Look at Fatu or Fatu or whatever you want to call him. Look at Tutu. Okay, look at Daddy's 2 tons or whatever you want to call him. Where's he at? I gave him an opportunity to have a panel, to have a platform to where he could come up and he could tell me about this face to face. I don't talk about nobody behind their back. At least I see them or something. Now, I say this again. I think we're all good with the Tiger chats, right? We're all good now. Is everything good? We're good. We're okie dokie, right? I don't care if you go to Sarah's, the ninja. I don't care if you watch Blame Katie. I do not care. I do not care whose live you go to, whose channel you go to. If you're addicted to YouTube that much, if you're addicted to YouTube that much, then you go and have at it, okay? I don't care who you go to. If you're over there, behave. Don't go over there starting trouble. We definitely don't need it. Don't start no trouble. Just be you. You're going to be noticed. They'll notice you. Now, everybody thinks I have a problem and I'm jealous of all these people. I'm not. I have nothing against it. I wish we could all get along, but I know if we get along, their story dies. And that's what it is. So let them keep it up. So what are they going to do when, they can't keep up? That's the thing you got to get. They ain't going to be able to keep up here soon. People is already coming back because they see reality. They're seeing what I'm getting ready to do. You don't go to none of the hate channels? I understand that. I am a white witch as above. So below, sun and sea protect Ernie from black magic. As I will. Hold on, by God, we not need this. Here we go. The white witch has spoken, people. Wait a minute, she got a hat on. I don't give a damn if it's black or white. I'm out. No, I think I can handle this. So I can say witch. Witch has spoken. Right, here you go. Good deal. Thank you so much. At least I got one witch on my side. Damn. Now, if you'd have had a hat, that might be a different subject. Okay. Okay, so we have Tina. Tina, I'm going to give you a link. If you're going to address people, address them in person. It's better that way. That way I can feel the passion. I can feel the passion that way. And it goes for more of the story, the content or whatever you all want to call it. So if we'll do that, I'm pretty sure that we'll have fun with it. I want to address everybody and get a chance to everybody to address me as well. We need that. Exactly. Thank you. So the link is in the chat. Link's in the chat, Tina. Just come up and ask me about the feds or whatever you want to ask me a question about. Since you know so much and you've got the insight on everything, good God Almighty, come up and ask me. Don't sit and chat and run around. Just come up and ask me. You said you was coming up the other night. You lied to me. You made me stay a whole hour. I'll be up in 10 minutes. And I really wanted to talk to you. You wanted to talk about something that you say that's serious. Something that you say it's important in your life. But otherwise, you don't want nothing to do with anything. You're like, you shy away from it, Tina. And as the person that you are, you know, this great person, this person for the children, right? You should be able to stand your ground, but you can't. You run away. The mere mention of the word Johanna, Tina loses it. Oh, anyways, worst fucking ghost I ever seen. Anyways, keep going. Good deal. Thank you for the people watching. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Now, you know, I do say a little bit things with my language and stuff, and yeah, I know it's kind of iffy about it, but am I real? I am. And I'm telling it just like the people want to tell it, but you know, they just don't say it. They don't want to hurt her feelings. Like right now, I gave her a link, right? What's keeping her from coming up and saying, Ernie, so you say this. So you're just going to run around, Tina, to everybody's chats and just put out hogwash. Hogwash. Really? Right? That's what you're doing. Hogwash. But she'll say, oh, I don't have no dealings with so-and-so. But by God, you're right there with him always. Every time he's in a chat, you're in a chat. So you can't just say, hey, I don't have nothing to do with him. He helps on this and he's disaster relief. Well, he needs to work on you because you are a disaster. That is a fact. Now, what's sad is there's good people in this that's involved. But sometimes the bad people just, they kind of just take over. They take over and it is what it is. I mean, now, can you come up, Tina, and let's explain something to the people? The people want to hear it. And then somebody sent me a screen clip of that news channel saying that I got words off her. I don't take nothing off her. What did I supposedly take from her? And said something that I watched her show. I don't watch her show. But I did get sent what was it, 5 minute, Lori? 5 minute screen video clip of a lot of stuff she had said or something. I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea. You know, I'd like to see Mike Hunt and Tina go at it. That'd be the battle of the hunts. I can't help it. Oh God. It's just like it is easy. It's too easy. Well, there you go. No. Come up here on stage. Johanna makes me laugh, and you're an idiot for getting in bed with her. Oh, God. When she is one of the few who could actually sue, and she has the money now worthy of suing. Just ask Sam Cooke. I don't know who Sam Cooke is. I use my cook. You know, down the road, I've got my own cook. Every morning or every other morning when I go down that road, he's already knowing what I want, so he cooks me something to eat. And I pay for it, which is an exchange, okay? Nothing like no laundering money or nothing like that. We actually have an exchange. That's my cook. Now, I don't know who Sam's cook is. Sam's cook could be somebody. Is anybody Sam's cook in here? Who is Sam's cook? That's what I want to know. Does anybody understand what she's saying? Okay, crybaby. Okay, hold on a minute. Exactly. They don't do no research. They just put it out there, beloved. That's what it's saying. So, crybaby, let me read your thing here. Ernie, why is it that people that help you are the ones that you trash and hurt? You are such a selfish POS. Okay, can you name the ones that helped me? Who has helped me and who have I hurt? You think I've hurt Renee? Renee, you're watching. I know you are. Or can you tell the people that you and I are good? That we're good? Can you just give a thumbs up and say, hey, we're good? You know, we're all right. We still care for each other. We just have a little battle. Every once in a while, a tiger goes on against a tiger. A stripe gets misplaced. It's okay. It's all good. Renee, can you tell me who Sam's cook is? Because I don't understand who his cook is. I don't know what they're talking about. I'm not a scorned ex. Oh my God. Because Bobby, maybe I like bending my wrist. You ever think about that? Maybe I'm practice owning it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm practice bending my wrist. Who knows? You know, it's better than saying I don't need no fucking friends, right? Snapping my fingers like this. Now that might be a little bit. Anyways, okay. So what's the next question here? Let's see. I'm not a scorned ex, just someone who is ultimately disappointed in Ernie for ruining himself, like he has, while ruining every life he touches on his claim to self-indulged fame. He will never have Tina. Have is spelled Have. You left out the E. You did not check it twice before you posted it once. You see, Tina, I can help you out with that. Okay. Tina, are you coming up? Or are you going to sit here like this? Okay, hold on a second. Cry baby. Let's do it. Tina. What have I done to Tina? What have I done to Tina? What have I done to Tina? What have I done to Xander? What have I done to Debo? What have I done to Smiley? So let me ask you a question. If I've done all these things and everything, why the hell does these people still message me on Messenger for? If I'm so evil, why do you have Smiley Miley just yesterday messaging me? What's the real truth? Oh, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I think you're real. You may be. It's a lightning, Lord God. It's a ghost. It's a damn witch. I'm out. Okay, so we got to get closer to the house. It's getting closer to midnight, and my ass is not going to be out here. I did not say nothing about Jacob Fatu. Hold on a minute. Ernie, y'all give too much credit. Ernie, you could never ruin my life. It's too good. There you go. Thank you. Was you in this? Y'all give Ernie too much credit. Ernie, you could never ruin my life. It's too good. Well, eyes wide open. Why would I want to ruin your life? Did I miss something here, people? Is just everybody just going to be attack Ernie Day? Because I'm going to come out winning, okay? I ain't done it. I haven't done it. I haven't said nothing. I may look at you real weird, but that don't mean I'm doing something evil, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, crybaby. We're going back to Smiley Miley, Southern Girl. What have I done to Southern Girl? What did I do to Southern Girl? I have nothing against Jamie. She's the one that come out against me. After she was saying nice things about me, she's sitting there messaging me, oh, I don't want them to really know. Well, fuck you. If that's a real friend, that's what you want to be, then that's what it is, okay? Simple as that. It's what it is. Okay. Fugitive recovery. I have nothing against her. She'll tell you that. I hope she tell you that. Last time I talked to her on Messenger or on this chat, I was good to her. We understood each other. I care for her. I want her to have the best in life. Okay. Everyone that helps me. Who else has helped me that I fucked over some way? How did I screw anybody over? Because people say it and then they believe it or whatever? No, I don't do that. You all think that I'm this evil person who goes around hurting people. I don't do that. I'm serious. Exactly. Tina lying about it destroys your credibility. She does. Tina's a liar, guys. And Tina's been caught. How many times? Like she took Mama T and wadded Mama T up and threw her to the shredder, under the bus, whatever you want to call it. And I'm like, wow, really? And did you see Mama? Oh, hell no. Mama T went over there and she said, Mama T was so mad in that store. She forgot how much she spent. She spent her whole EBTs. What happened? She spent every one of her food stamps right then and there. She laid it all on the line. And you know what she did? She went live. Literally. Oh, no, bitch. Oh, no, bitch. No. You're not doing this to me, Tina. You're not going to do this. I about got your voice. I've been practicing on that son of a bitch, too. I've been practicing on that voice now. Every once in a while, I get in the mirror. I'm telling you right now. I put that old fake ass hair looking stuff on, raise it up, try to make it look all missy massy. And I start talking like you, Mama T. I try anyways. I'm getting it. It's starting to come to me because I'm getting to where I'm starting to see everybody. I'm starting to analyze. I'm getting it. That chip, it's kicking back on. It's going to be like a robot here soon. It's going to be able to do it automatic. Anyways, I'm going to get that voice. I'm going to get her voice down. I'm telling you. Beloved, have I ever threatened you? I have never threatened you. If anybody's threatened anybody, Beloved Ghost threatened me multiple times. I don't know how many times Beloved Ghost will just be in Messenger and she'll get mad to me and she'll hit me up with F you. I mean, literally, just right out of the blue. I'm scared of Beloved Ghost. So what I'll do is I'll run over to somebody else. I'll be like, what did you all do to her? What happened? Let me know. And she'll come back. I hate you. Believe F you. Beloved Ghost is a woman of very, very short sentences. You know, it's usually 2 or 3 words. And it's usually marked off by some sort of punctuation. And what in the hell is that? Do y'all hear that? Tell me you all can hear that. Because by God, I hear it. Hold on. Can you all hear that? Hear it? Can you hear that? You hear the rain. Can you hear whatever the hell that is making that noise? Tell me you all can hear that shit. Hey, Constance, let me ask you a question. If I was around the light a while ago, how come you can't see it now? There's no lights. No lights. That was right here, around here, up here. There's a pole light that goes up to the graveyard. You're an idiot. But whatever the hell that is on that side. I ain't talking about that, Charlie. The light pole's over there. It's the light pole in the driveway. Yeah, okay. No, it's not. It's actually right there, and it goes up to a little strip there, and it's a goddamn graveyard. And I'm not going there. No, hell no. Not without the proper equipment. Now, my equipment will be in here soon. And I'll be ready to go. And I'm going to tell you right now, this son of a bitch is too tight. You see that? It's too tight. So I need new clothes. Okay, here we're going to do this right here. This is the shit I wore in Predator Hunter Nation. And you can see it's tight. See how tight that is? See this shit on me? It's tight. It's fucking... Hold this shit up. 4 hells. You know what? The hell with this. You see how tight this shit is on me? You see that? You see how tight that is? It's suffocating me right now. It's suffocating. It's like you women know when you put them big bras on and it holds those puppies in and it like sucks to you. Well, this shirt is sucking to me, literally. And I'm burning up and it's burning me up and I got chill bumps because I'm close to this graveyard. So yes, but here, we're going to talk about this. Like we talked about the werewolves already. You heard a story tonight. When I get this gear, guess what? We're going to load up and we're going to go look for these subbitches. Now, if you have any silver, please send it my way. Silver. If you want to send gold, you can send gold as well. But if you want to send the silver, you send the silver. You send all the silver you want. Hit me up. I'll give you you can hit me up in the email there. Because we're going to be melting down some spears. Silver. So what size is this? Let me see. Is that what you said? Or a size double extra large, butt and size small bag. Look, no. I'm good with my 32s. I can still get in these 32s here. Actually, these right here, these Combat 511 tactical pants here, they're good. They're perfect for this adventure ship. Crybaby, let me talk to you, okay? Listen to me. Listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth. Ernie, I'm going to put you up there because you have no idea what you're talking about. Ernie, you are going to be the one who has no one in the end. When you actually need help, none of the real friends who had will be the little boy who cried wolf too many times and screws over friends. Okay, so I'm going to talk about that. Who have I screwed over? They went against me. I never went against them. I gave them Predator Hunter Nation, a company, the biggest predator hunting company ever. They took and did what with it? Tell me what they did with it. Somebody tell me one thing good that they did with it. I'll wait right here. I'll drink my Mountain Dew. Am I out? Fuck, I am out. God bless 40 fucking hells. So, I am out. Get my compass here. Fucking ridiculous. Okay. They ain't done nothing. Tell me something, Tina, that you've done since I left Predator Hunter Nation. I know, what'd you do? You went from 22 million views, 968,000 followers to nobody. Nobody. Now, do I miss it? Yes, I miss it. I miss busting predators. I do. And then you know what's sad about it? Xander give it back to me because I was going to do something with it. Tina got jealous and got mad. You can't have it. Xander messaged me back. Oh, well, Tina don't want you using it, Tina. You know what? Fuck both of you all. That's the way I say about that. That was dirty. That was wrong. And you'll pay for it in the long run, okay? You'll pay for it in the long run because you're doing nothing with a great thing that I created. I created, not you, me. Now, I gave it to you. It's yours. You do as you want to. You do as you want to with it. You can also go snipe hunting. I'm not going snipe hunting. Audrey, I'll take you snipe hunting. And we'll have Brad hold the bucket. Shit. I'm out of sodas. Yeah, Xander did give it back to you. Yeah, he gave it back to me. And I was getting ready to do something huge with it. And then guess what? It is what it is. I don't care. I don't even care. Now, it is what it is. That's all you can say about it. It's done. Done deal. I got my own deal. I got my own thing. And soon people are going to see that. So, God, I can't wait. I can't wait. Can't wait. Get all this shit done. And still running it. Still running it. Thank you. And yes, I'm getting out of here. I'm getting out of here in about 10 minutes. I'm getting the hell out of here. This is not for me. This is not for me. I'm burning up. It's heat generating from the rain. And whatever the hell that was behind me a while ago is I'm not getting back out. So it is what it is. Now, let's talk about what I know they're blocking the mods. I know that. I understand that. I got it. Leave them alone. I'm not going anywhere. I'll do it myself. Me and Shelby's son, Ethan, he's almost 18 years old, we'll pick up the trail. And we will do it together. My nephew, I trust anyways. Okay? Plus, he wants to spend time with his uncle. I love that. I love that. Now, let me ask you a question, Crybaby. Let me tell you something. Nobody in chat here, nobody, my friends, no one, none of my tigers would ever accuse me of rape. None of them tigers would ever accuse me of human trafficking. None of these tigers here that are in my group, in my chat, would never, ever accuse me of all this bullshit that these people have accused me of, okay? And there's no standings on anything. And then Tina's response is, Mama T put it out there. It's bullshit. Bullshit is what it is. So that's a fact. So it is what it is. Exactly. Thank you. Now, it is fact. The doctor said what he said to me, and yes, I did. I talked to God, and I let them know. Hell, I let everybody know. And like I said, when I prove these people wrong, I will put my records out. I already said that. I'm going to have to anyways when I run for governor. Think about it. So it is what it is. You guys just want to be the first one to see it. That way you can run with false bullshit and twist shit like you always do. That's the way you always do. Everything I've ever put out there has been twisted. Everything. And I don't even care anymore. Don't even care about it. That's why I'm not putting nothing out there. But when his channel gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, y'all going to be like, what are we doing? I ain't going to think about you. Don't even care about you. Don't want nothing to do with you. Nothing at all. And I'm not perfect. I never said I was perfect. Never did I say I was perfect. And I'm even having to take on shit that I actually have done and say that I haven't done in order to try to please these people. I don't have to do that. I don't have to do that. Not when real agencies are calling me and saying, hey, we want you to help. You can help teach. You can be this. You can come back here with us. I don't have to worry about that, okay? I don't need to worry about people like this. I don't have to, people. I don't even have to. And I don't have to do anything about it. Anything about it. As a matter of fact, I don't have to worry about it. But let me ask you a question, Sandra. You're talking about I was here from, Ernie, I was here from. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Are you here for me? Help me out with that. Now, I don't know the deal. I've got to go to the doctor over my kidneys, but it is what it is. I know what I'm doing to my kidneys. I know what I'm mixing together. I know what I'm taking. I know what the side effects are. I know what it is. I know that. Help me out there, Sam. Let's see. I didn't know what you mean by that. Sandra A. You're here for me? Is that what you're saying? Or just help me with that? You know, what gets me is I want people to check it before they do anything. Okay, so hold on a second. Ernie, I was here from the beginning, always listening and stopped. And I stopped listening so much, but somewhere along the way, you always sound angry. If you've been put through what I've been put through, would you not be angry? Just answer that question. A lot of you all get slapped on the wrist about stuff and you lose, you completely lose it. And you've been through nothing like what I've been through. Physically, think about it. Show me one person that took 9 tases and five cops down a mountainside. Think about it. I have. It was on live. We rode and rode and rode and rode. Phones bouncing, keys bouncing. Think about it. Think about it, people. Did I deserve that? It destroyed my mind. It destroyed it. I was already abused when I was a kid. Was I sexually abused? No, I was not. Was the siblings, some of them? Probably. I wasn't. Dad always wanted me strong. He always bragged on me. Always. Everybody come around, hey, this is my son. I remember when I backed down one time in school. I knew when my dad found out about it. I would get the worst of it. I remember when he come home. My mom was trying to keep it hid. Dad, somebody already pulled Dad over and told him about it. I don't know how he found out about it, but he knew. He went straight to me. He took his belt off. He wadded it. He folded it around his hand. He hit me with the belt. Punched me. Didn't hit me with the belt like that. He punched me. I was a kid. Okay? A fucking kid. Picks me up. He runs me over to the bathroom, wiping the blood off my mouth and stuff. Looks at me, turns me around and says, you're coming with me right now. I never forget this. He took me to that boy's house, that little boy's house. Stops the car, gets me out, walks me out to the middle, stops there, knocks on the door. The daddy comes, opens the door. My dad tells him, bring your son out in the yard. He's going to fight my son one-on-one. If you don't, I'm whooping your ass. Is the exact words my dad said to that man. You know what the guy did? He went in there. He was getting Mikey. Little Michael Petrie's who it was. It's Michael Petrie, okay? Pulls him out the door. The mother comes out. She's, oh, no, honey, wait. No, let him, no. Puts me out there with it. We're in the fucking yard fighting, okay? That's my life. That's what I grew up in. True story. Dad did me that way. I remember when I fought Chris Aislinger. We playing basketball. I went around him, scored a layup. Chris shoved me down. Well, we was over at, what's his name? God dang it, TJ and, not Chris TJ, but TJ and, hold on a minute, I'll get it in a minute. Farmer. Was it Farmer? God almighty, I know they're not. I know them like, anyway, they live beside Dad. They had a basketball goal. Terry's his mom. She run the youth center. So, we playing basketball. Everybody was up there playing. All the guys was. I scored a layup. Chris shoved me down. I looked over. Our dad was working on the chickens. He could see from over there. He looked over there. It was just right next door. The fence was right here. The basketball goal by Dad's chickens was here, there. So he looks over there and he's like, catches attention. And I was like, oh my God, no. Never forget it. Roger's like, you know, Max seen that. I'm like, I know. Don't give me the ball. Do not give me the ball. Well, you know, it went around a couple more times. They gave me the ball. I touched the ball. I went in, shot a shot. I made it. Chris hit me in the arm. He wanted to fight. I looked over at my dad. He said, come here. I knew my ass had it. I walked over to him. He said, we're going to do it like this right here. The next time down, and he does something to you, and it's something in the fight or something like that. If you do not whoop him, I'm whipping your ass, and then I'm whipping his ass. That's what my dad said. Said it to where nobody could hear it. Put me back on the court, well, on the ground there. I was playing basketball. Literally. Chris come down. I was guarding him. Dad was watching. Did not move. He was watching. Christopher elbow. He hit me right here in my chin and my shoulder right here. I went back like this right here. He said, what you going to, and he threw the ball. When he said, what you going to do? I hit him one time. Chris stumbled against the pole. He turned back around. I hit him with a left. When I hit him with that left, he went down. Dad said, finish him. That's exactly what Dad said. Just like Mortal Kombat, finish him. But Dad said, finish him. I hit him 2 more times. They started moving us out of the way. We didn't have internet. We went to school that next day, to summer school. We was all summer school together. Never forget this. Everybody's like, "Oh my God, he whooped Chris." So it was like word of mouth just spread everywhere. Then all this fighter people was coming up to me. Hey, da, 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 da. Then I fought Britt England. I had to fight Britt England in 8th grade. And I'll tell you, I was failing school, and they knew I went to the. They knew that I went to the zoo. The teacher knew I went to the zoo, so she gave me a chance to make up points and stuff, so I could pass that class. It was math. It was Miss Morse. Miss Morse was my teacher. Her husband's no longer with us. Long story with that. Anyways, so I brought a bunch of zoo pictures, and I was going to get bonus points. So I was showing people everybody seen the zoo pictures, knew I had them on the bus that morning. It had rained, so the bus was muddy with people getting in and out. So as I was looking at the pictures and showing people, Britt's like, "Oh man, that's so cool." Well, in those pictures, I had a picture of my granny, and my granny passed away. My granny meant a lot to me. And when I was a kid, my granny was like my protector. And I'm not talking about my mama. I'm talking about my mama's mom. She was like my protector. And it was bad. It was really, really bad. And after all this happened, Britt was like, "Oh, it's cool pictures and everything." And everybody was sharing pictures and they're looking at it. There's tigers, there's lions, there's zebras, all this other cool stuff, elephants and stuff. And we're kids. We're, 8th grade, it was just kids still. And when I put them back in y'all remember those little photo albums you could put in? You could put 1 or 2 in. And they, you can only hold like 20 pictures or something, the little bitty ones, but they're real long and everything. So my granny's picture was there. Britt grabbed it and slung you can just sling them and all the pictures just go out everywhere, right? They got mud on them. They was muddy, wet. I remember picking them up. And as I was picking the last one up, it was my granny's picture. He grabs it from me. He says, "Who's this bitch?" And he rips it. When he ripped that, something changed inside me. I don't know what it was to this day. I don't know what it was, but something definitely changed. Everybody got off the bus. I was the last one off the bus. I was picking all that water, trying to get that water off of it, rubbing it on my leg, on my pants and everything, getting dirty, but I was getting them pictures clean because I wanted to pass that class. I put them back in the little photo album, and I got to my mama's picture, my granny's picture. I was looking at it, and tears just running out my eyes. It was raining outside still, but tears was running out my eyes. I had never fought him. He was a football. He was into football. He's a football captain. And I was thinking to myself, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? So as I walked in, I never forget this. It's raining all over me. I had the pictures up over my shirt or under my shirt so they couldn't get no more wetter. We had Miss Martin was my homeroom class. Jason Thomas and sitting behind me. He said, "What are you going to do?" And I just sat there. Everybody could tell something was going on because I just wasn't myself. And the more I looked at that picture, the more confidence I actually had. I said, "I'm going to confront him about this." So right in front of Miss Wilcox's room in Everest High School, Britt was down there. I walked up to Britt. I said, "Hey, Britt." All the little cheerleaders and stuff was around him, the football players, they hung out. I was a nerd, dorky guy. I can't even remember what the hell I was wearing. There wasn't no designer clothes. I think I had pony shoes on or some shit. Something just got from the rag store, probably, because we didn't have no money. And I said, "I didn't appreciate how you did me that way this morning." "Oh, bro, it's okay, man. I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry." He put his hand out there. I shook his hand. He said, "It's okay, man. It's good. I'm sorry, buddy." Yeah. Stuff had told me it wasn't right. As soon as I turned around to leave, I was leaving. He hit me 3 times in the back of the head. He jumped me, went over top of me. Everybody made a big circle. Wouldn't let nobody in. Wouldn't let none of the teachers in. That's how the fights went. was right there at the locker rooms. Or right there at the lockers. Sorry about that, locker rooms. Right beside the lockers was the steps that goes down behind Everett's, and you go out the other way, down behind the school. There was a rail there that had no handrail, and I don't know what it was, guys. To be honest with you, I don't know what happened. I hardly ever remember it, but I remember the fight. When he hit me, it was just like it was on. It come on me. It come on me. A lot of it did. Like when I looked down at my arms, I could see the writing. Like literally, the red. When I fight, if you ever watched me fight, even when I fought Cody, he beat the fuck out of me. Like beat me, blood was everywhere. And I look down at my arms and I can see it. And it just gives me that, it just comes across me like it's just there. And after that, I beat him like, I mean, it was bad. It was really, really bad. And then the last shot, I never forget this. He was right there to where the steps was at. You can ask my mom and all this. They tried to expel me for this. And I went and I hit him with a side kick really hard. It carried his ass over, going over top the steps. And his hand had hit the rail and it cut his hand. He had a cut on his hands. I never forget this. And as he's going back, getting ready to fall down them steps and break his neck or whatever, I grabbed him by his shirt and pulled him in and threw him against the lockers. Now, I never will forget sitting in the principal's office. I'm sitting here and I'm sitting here every fight I ever in. I'm sitting here and I'm holding my head like this. I got my fist up against my mouth and I'm sitting here gnawing on my knuckles or some shit. I don't even know. They're over there in another seat and he's sitting there like he is. He's beat to death. Mr. Pace looks at me. I never forget this. Mr. Pace, who it was. He looks at me and he says, what in the hell? Now, Britt was kin to Mr. Pace. That's his family. So I know my ass had it. What in the hell are you doing, Ernie? This ain't you. This is not you. I've never seen you in it. What the hell's going on? That's what the principal said. Call your mama. I called mom. Mom came down and got me. So my punishment was Saturday. We both had 2 Saturday schools, and they gave me a bunch of D-halls. They didn't give him no D-hall, but they gave me a bunch of D-halls. I remember sitting in Mr. Carmichael's Saturday school, sitting there. Britt's got his arm all bandaged up from the cut and shit. His hand's bandaged up, and he can't write. And all we do is write from 7 a.m. to 12. And at 12 o'clock, you got like 5 hours of D-hall or Saturday school. So you have to write like so many pages and have it done, or you get another Saturday school. So I'm sitting here, and I didn't do shit anyways. I was sitting here. So I would get Mr. Carmichael talking about farming. He loved to farm. He had ideas. He would tell me, oh, yeah, this and that. And he'd start, all you had to do is get him to start talking. Oh, he loves you to death. Because he wanted to have, people who were interested in things he was interested in. So I was sitting there talking to him. He was talking to me, and he's like, he said, Ernie, what are you doing over here anyways in my world? What are you in this Saturday school for? You wouldn't be here if you hadn't whooped old Britt. And he slapped Britt on the back. So after that, Monday came around, because I think it was on a Friday this shit happened, this fight and everything. Monday came around, and there was Jeremy Bowman. Jeremy Bowman was another one of the captains and something else. He was in the other league or something. I don't know how it was, the football. He was in the football too, big dude. He comes up to me. He's like, bro, you're cool now. You're cool. Well, I'd always wanted to be cool. I'd always wanted to hang out with the cool kids. I never did hang out with the cool kids. Never did understand it. So all of a sudden, I'm eating with the cool kids. I'm hanging out with the cool kids. Kind of like the new guy shit. All the girls coming around. Here I am with fucking glasses this thick. Thicker than the ones I got now. Literally. I'm sitting here like watching people pick on people. Watching them pick on everybody else. They're picking on the people I used to hang out with. I didn't agree with that. I never agreed with that. So I quit hanging out with the cool kids. I remember they's like, you got to dress different. You got to wear Jordans and all that. So my birthday was coming up. And I think this was, God almighty, I think it's the 3rd year shoes Jordan had. They were black, purple, red, and yellow. Had yellow on them or something. No, I think these were black, purple, and red or something. I think that's his 3rd year shoes. J3, Jordan 3s or something. We went to B&H, and I never had expensive shoes or anything for my birthday. And Marg, my aunt, had bought me those shoes. Oh, I thought I was in heaven. I had a pair of Jordans. You know, somebody coming from Pony to Jordans. Literally, it was like Pony brand and shit. Some of them was like Gregor's or some shit. I mean, like back in the day, like so. I had a pair of Jordans. Like hell yeah, you know. So I'm going. I'm loving all this. Go to school the next day. I'm all cool and shit. Change my hair, dude. That's when I started putting the bangs. That's the first time I got the bangs. So I took the bangs and I was like doing them, spiking them up. And I was watching TV and shit. And I was watching Oscar De La Hoya. And I was real big fans of boxing. And De La Hoya had started boxing around. So I got like that from De La Hoya, the bangs and stuff. And I already had them anyways. And I was like, okay, cool. So I got some gel and I'm sitting here sticking them straight out, like sitting here working them, training them up to my bangs. And I I'm like, take my glasses off. I can't see shit. I'm like, you know, I don't need these no more. Hell, by the way, those glasses had damn electrical tape holding the legs on them, holding the lenses in and shit. My mom was like, what are you doing? You're different. I went and got my uncle's shirt, a little bit big for me at the time, because I was only like 127 pounds. And I was putting the shirt on. I was like, yeah. So I took and started like designing it and shit, like cutting it and everything, making it like where it's like just cool shit, you know. I remember then we had the hose in the legs and shit. So I take a blade and I was taking my pants. Now the pants I had was them old corduroy pants. I was nerdified, guys. So I had to get a pair of like just regular, I think there was old Rusties or some shit. I can't remember what it was. And I was taking that blade and I was designing them pants, making holes in the legs. Right. Put my little bandanas and stuff around my leg and everything, tied up. Going to school, all cool. Got the Jordans on, got the hose in the knees, all the damn little cool shit going. Designer, cool looking shirt like thing. Wasn't a designer shirt, but it looked designer. It's designer to me. And here I am, my hairdo, no glasses, can't see fucking shit. About getting hit by the cars and shit walking to the bus because I can't see nothing. Literally getting on the bus. Every one of them little dudes that used to be in the Glee Club and the nerds and all that running up to me. You whooped Britt. How did you do that? Was it? And they got their little notepads and shit. Literally little notepads. And they're sitting there asking me, was he hard to whip? No, really and everything. So what the funny thing about that is Britt had picked on a bunch of nerds and stuff. He'd always pick up on the little nerdy dorky people like me and stuff, right? He'd always say I was black and I was Chinese and I was Japanese, and he'd call me Chinaman, and he'd make fun of my color. He'd make fun of me, and make fun of my size and how little, because he always been, you know, lifting weights and football cap and all that. Don't matter how little you are. It ain't, you know, it ain't the fight. It ain't the fight. It ain't the size. It's the fight. It's the fight what you got in you. You know, you can be the big dog, the little dog, the small dog, the medium-sized dog. Whoever's got the most fight in them and the most heart is going to win that fight. I don't give a damn. It's a never say die attitude is what you got to have. So these little guys come up to me and they're like, can I whoop him? And I look at them, I'll be like, look, brother, you're not going to be able to whip him. I'm just going to be honest with you. He's like, damn. He'd be writing his shit down. The other one come up at me, can I whoop him? No. I say, but guess what, guys? The 4 or 5 of you can whip him. I didn't mean to start nothing, but that next day, the 4 or 5, they ganged up on Britt and they fought Britt. I don't know who won. I think he still won, but they gave him one hell of a run for his money. But I think they was one little nerd here, a geek here, a dork here, a little Rod Cool here. They all went at it. I mean, it was just like they closed him in like hyenas on the line, and they tried to eat him alive. I think he whooped them because they have black eyes and bloody noses and mouths busted. But they got the pride of the fight. Because I remember them coming back to me, and I'm like, what the hell happened to you, Jay? Oh, well, without Britt over here, me and my, you know, I'm like, okay, well, hell. And I heard about it, you know, of course. And I didn't mean to try to start nothing. So the next fight, I got invited to this pool party. John Paul Lamb got me in all kinds of shit. John Paul was my little friend. He was my friend. I liked John Paul through high school. Jeremy Bowman got into it with John Paul. We was at the, what was we at? We was in Everett's down there. They had a big swimming pool. It's a pool thing. It's before the woman run in her vehicle, let the vehicle go inside the pool. But anyway, we was down there, and they had the little cheerleaders. They was in their little bikinis and shit. They was laying around the pool. Football players everywhere. And I'm watching my little buddy, John Paul, get picked on by Jeremy Bowman. I'll walk over there and say, look, man, and help. I pulled John Paul out of the damn pool 2 or 3 different times. Jeremy keeps picking him up, throwing him in. I'm like, God almighty. He's like, he gets up, he's like, next time he does it, I'm going to fight him. I'm going to fight him, Ernie. I'm going to have to fight him. You know, I'm like, you're going to get demolished. So turns around, he gets up there, and Jeremy overhears him, or somebody says something. Jeremy comes over while John Paul's back's turned talking to me. Jeremy wraps him in a headlock, and he's sitting there and he can't breathe. And I'm like, let him go, Jeremy. He's had enough. Let him go. And he said, no, motherfucker. And he said, what you? So I had a name too then because I'd fought Britt. And then Jeremy knew that by getting over on me. Well, he thought I was still, because Jeremy was building me up, but he knew by then if he gets over on me, he's going to have a bigger name, a way bigger name. So he pushed me. Now, if you know anything about me, when I got pushed, I went over the chair and I fell. And he called me names, a couple of names. I wasn't going to fight him. Now, when he walked back over to try to hit me and me down, and I was trying to get up, he tried to hit me again. I tried to walk away. He kept on, and he called me an N-word, which is, you know, I was dark skinned. He was I guess he said a racist word to me. He called me an N. I turned around and I said, no, I'm not. I'm not all that. Not that. At the time, I was training with Ralph Carr. Ralph Carr, he's black. He was my boxing trainer, and I've been training with him. That's how I learned how to fight. No, I kept it secret. Nobody knew. I trained from when I get off school, you know, till the nighttime, and I'd walk from his place all the way up to my mom's, you know. Anyways, Jeremy did pass. How did you know? And it was probably Jeremy. It was longer than 20 years ago. Jeremy didn't make it to his 18th birthday, and I'll tell you a story about that. So we was down there at the pool. Jeremy, you know, said that, and I thought about that. I'm not racist by no means. As a matter of fact, Ralph's like my dad. He's like my second dad. More probably of a dad than I ever had. Ralph is. Ralph and Linda. I call Ralph my second mom, and Ralph's my second dad. So I got up, and of course everybody's like, ooh. I made it perfect to where I turned around and I had Jeremy by the pool. Jeremy come in on me. He hit me twice. Well, the third time he tried to hit me, I moved. I slipped the next one, and I hit him. I hit him with my right. I hit him with a couple of jabs twice. Bam, bam. Set him up. He turned around. When he turned around again, I caught him with the left. He stumbled back. And I hit him with the same side kick, knocked him all the way in the pool. That was it. Everybody thought, oh, you whooped Jeremy. I never forget that shit. Next day in school, well, it was the weekend. We had Sunday to go. After Sunday was the next day in school. I was like, it's died down. Nobody's going to know anything. I didn't get off the bus. People was waiting for my bus to show up. They got me off there. Oh, you whooped Jeremy. You whooped Jeremy. I had to fight Britt England 3 damn times that year. 3 times. The third time I fought him was down there at Kentucky 38. It was fucking ice on the ground. And we had a hold of each other's shirts. And our feet was slipping like this under the ice. And we was beating the hell out of each other like this right here in the face. Literally, we was beating the hell out of each other. And we couldn't stand up. And for the luck of God, because he was a hell of a lot stronger than me, more powerful than me, but I was faster than him. And for the luck of God, there's some way that damn air hose or whatever the hell that hose was in the back of that machine had been laying there. And we both got tangled up in it. And I actually fell on top of him and hit him with my elbow. The fight had stopped. The owners come out. I think it was, oh my God, what is his name? The little dude with the glasses. He come out and he was pulling us apart from each other. Where I was on top, everybody seen that. Ernie, what, Brett again? Oh my God. Anyways, that's what happened. That was the lucky shit right there. That was the last fight I ever fought Britt England. That was it. That's fact. Everybody, you can ask everybody. I fought David Puente. David Puente was a tough son of a bitch. He had fought and started fighting, and he could fucking hit. He put a damn rock in his hand. No, it was a roll of coins. It was a roll of coins he had in his hand to power his punch up. When we got off the bus, he threw a punch at me. I moved. The extension of his arm, the coins flew out, and it hit the bus window, and it busted the bus window. And then we got in a fight. So that put me, I failed the grade. I failed that year. I went to summer school. I had to go to summer school, and I got in another fight, got kicked out of summer school. And, you know, that's my life, people, okay? So if you think I've had it easy, I haven't. We didn't have food. After I found out I started fighting and stuff, ask everybody. They'll tell you. We used to go to the batting cages where the fence was in Everts. We'd go over there, and we would fight before school, and we would bet money. We would flip quarters. We'd bet money on who would win the fights. That's how and every bit of money I did, everything I do, I go to Save-A-Lot because Save-A-Lot was down there. It was called, was it Max at the time? I think it was. Was it Max? God bless. I think it was Max back then. I can't remember. And the grocery store, and I would get food. I would even take the food, skip class just to get the food, take it back to the next class, try to get by with it, try to get a hall pass or steal a hall pass or something, just so the family could eat when I take the food home to the kids and stuff, just so our family would eat and stuff. Fact, I did that. Okay. You know, it was what I had to do. It was what I had to do. I did that all the time. Then when I got in high school, I hated school so much. I hated it. I would go just eat breakfast, and then I would come back home. I walked the trail from Everts to Kildare back home. And then, of course, the truancy officers and shit would come. The police would come, and Shelby did the same shit. I remember Shelby was so mean. Shelby stuff. Listen, now you can say you can lie. Now I got proof on this. This is funny as shit. Shelby got over there in North Everett. Not North Everett. Sorry about that. Middle condition, out down where the pool was at and shit. The building. What is it called? I can't remember this shit. Anyways, he got the police after him. He went around the hill. Went up the hill. The cop went up the hill. Shelby comes back around, steals gas, and sets the fucking cop cruiser on fire. Fact. I can show you the cop he done that to. After that, Shelby started getting in trouble. He goes to the Dairy Hut. Mom used to we'd order a bunch of food and stuff. When Mom would get paid, she'd get her check the first month, and we'd all eat then. We'd always go to Dairy Hut, and we'd order a bunch of food, and then we'd bring it out in a big tray. Well, Shelby said Mom was out in the car. He orders a bunch of food, hamburgers, hot dogs, and all that. He said, I'll bring you the money right back. He's taking the food out, because back then, you know, people trusted people. He's taking it. Son of a bitch takes off running. He runs up on Everts Hill, him and a couple more of his buddies. The Everts workers are watching this. The cops are after Shelby. Shelby's running with a whole tray of food up the hill. The cops are running after him. Shelby turns around because the cop's getting close to him, takes that whole fucking bag, whole tray and all, turns around and slams and hits that cop with it. And the cop rolls down the hill. The food goes everywhere, but it was in bags, right? Shelby gets away, him and his buddies do. The cops still after him and everything, leave the food there. The Everts workers went down there and ate that damn food. They told me this story. They'll tell you this story. It was in the report. It was in the report. Shelby, you know, when people say, you know, Lisa wants to put up that Shelby was innocent, all this. Shelby broke in this man's house. He was a war veteran. He had 50-some pistols. I don't know how many rifles he had. Shelby takes a fucking blanket and opens it up and puts all those guns and weapons and rifles in that. He takes one end, brings it over this end, takes the other end, brings it over this end here, puts it on his back like Santa Claus, got all them guns and everything in it, tries to get out the window and can't fit it through the window, has to go out the front door. Well, when he goes out the front door, whatever happened, his neighbors seen it or whatever, the police is waiting on him. He dives in the water at the bridge at Kildare. They're on top of the Kildare Bridge. Shelby's in the water where the water is up, where the water's up anyways. When you go under that water, Margaret can tell you this. The son of a bitch has got a pistol out. The cops are up there on top of it. Shelby's like Rambo, fires 3 shots. You can look at the bridge. You can see where the fucking bullets hit the bridge because he's shooting at them. They're ducking like this shit and everything. The Shelby's young now, probably 19 years old, 18, 19 at this time. Ducks up under the water with those guns and holding his breath and walking up underwater to get away from them. Gets away from everybody, takes the weapons back to my mama's, gets back to my mama's and everything. Everything's done and over with. He gets back to my mama's. I don't know how in the Lord he did that. He takes all the bulbs out. He unscrews the bulbs and over into the house, the next house over, which was where my mom stayed at. It was like her guest house. He takes all the bulbs out because he knows Mama can't see. He puts all the stolen items that he's stealing in that house. All the stolen items. He's got boat motors. He's got batteries. He's got guns. So the police, like 8 of them, open up that hill flying. Shelby's outside in the house. Now, you could go outside the house, go to the roof, and you could go to the loft. There was a way you could go to the loft. Not many people knew that. Well, Steve Duff, the sheriff, Steve Duff will tell you this shit. Comes in, Marcus is there. I could remember a couple of the cops there. They get my memo, and they're like, Shelby Shell, where's he at? Here's the items we need. They got a whole big-ass list of items. I think Marcus is actually holding the list. And they got a pen. I never forget this. They're going down checking this stuff out. Hold on a minute, Brad. They're checking all this stuff off. They can't find it. Mama's like, oh, it ain't in here. It ain't in here. And then they're like, where's Shelby at? Oh, he's out in another house, you know. Oh, well, we need to go out there. I remember they walked through my mama's. The big, long living room. They walked through there. Steve Duff is doing this right here, looking around for the items on the list. They go out back. Mama, like, well, you can't see nothing in here. I don't think the lights work. He took the lights out so she couldn't see. She didn't know what's going on. She thought they had just stuffed storage in there. She didn't know nothing. They open that up. Steve Duff, the sheriff, steps in there and looks in there, and he's like, well, there's the trolling motor right there. Has it got the number on it? Yep, right there it is. He checks it. I never get this. There's a tarp laying over everything, buddy. All them guns and shit. I remember Marcus's eyes got that damn big around. It was funny in hell. He's sitting there checking out everything. It was funny. Funny as hell. He's checking off that shit. He said, what's his name? Morris. Let's see, what's his name? Damn. I remember the name. I'll get it here in a minute. It was old man. What's his name? Morris? Was it? No, it wasn't Morris. It was some Whirl or something. Morrill or something. His guns. Because he was a vet. He was an old vet. He had all kind of guns. Shelby had them all. So they're checking that shit off. And Mama, hey, look at my mama. She's like, her eyes is just bigger. They're like, did you know about this? No, I didn't know. I can't see nothing. You know, the lights are out. And meanwhile, Shelby's running around the corner trying to get away. Other cops is out there waiting on him. They knew what was going on. They only sent like 3 in. There's like 5 waiting on him. They tackled him in the front of the yard. They're pulling him around. They're radioing. They got him. We got him. You know, Steve Duff runs out there. He picks Shelby up. He looks at him, and Shelby just looks straight at him. He's like, what? What are you doing, son? Shelby spit on him. Steve Duff clocked him. I mean, we was out there. Steve Duff hit him hard. Marcus, he called Marcus is black, so he called him a name or something. He picks him up. They did the whole cruiser. This time they had them Crown Victorias. They picked Shelby up and fucking knock him out on them damn. I mean, they slam him on them. What was the Caprice? It was a Crown Vic. It was the older car. It ain't the Crown Vic. It was the one before. I think it was. God, I know his thing. Oh, Crown. Let's say Ford. Anyways, it was. I remember it in a minute. I remember the hood had sunk in with Shelby Marcus on top of it. That's the picture with Shelby with the black eyes and shit. When they bring him in, he's beat to death. They bring him in the mugshot. I've got the mugshot somewhere. Shelby looked like he'd been beat to damn death. He got black eyes. He's blue. I can show it to you. Steve Duff done that to him. They get all the stuff. So next is he robbed 27 people, the houses, when they was gone. I never forget it. They had a big blueprint of everywhere Shelby had robbed. You can ask anybody in Everett, they'll tell you this. They had Shelby in there. Shelby's like, I robbed this house. I robbed this house. They're bragging about it. And he was like, well, this one here got robbed. Shelby, I didn't do that one. I didn't do that one. But I did this one over here. You didn't name this one. He was telling on himself. Hey, girl, what's up? Hey, thanks for sending me a friend request. Hope you're watching the show. You know what I'm talking about. You was in on this one. So it was funny because they didn't even have this on the list. They said, Shelby, this one got robbed here. Oh, I didn't do this one. He said, but I did this one over here. And it wasn't even on the list. But Shelby was pointing. I'll never forget this. And they come out and he's like, well, he was honest with us. He told everything. It was funny as hell. So when they say that, he ain't into everything, he was into everything. He was into everything. I mean, I'm talking about everything. He stole the truck. He gave me this truck one time. He said, hey, brother, I'll never forget this. Damn, what was it? It was what edition? It had the edition in the engine. What was that? I can't remember what it was. It's been a long time ago. It was black. It was badass. And Eddie Jones was a cop. Me and Shelby riding in the truck. Said, what the fuck? I had license. Shelby didn't have license. So we're in the truck and everything. We get pulled over. And we're right there at my mama's. And we're right there at my mama's and everything. We're getting pulled over. Eddie Jones gets out. Where'd you get this truck at, Shelby? Oh, my buddy's truck and everything. Yeah, it's all legal, sir. It's a legal officer. He's asking for his driver's license. He said, really? He said, yeah, I want it. He said, you want it, Shelby? Yeah, we're working on the paperwork right now. He said, I'm giving it to my brother. What the fuck? He brought me in on it. He said, yeah, I'm actually showing my brother it works. I mean, I'm giving it to him. Because he knew at the time. Shelby didn't have no driver's license, didn't have nothing. And he come over to the side and he goes, come here, Ernie. He said, God damn. He pulls me out of the truck. I'll never forget this. I walk back there and he's like, you gonna like your new truck? And I'm sitting there looking at Shelby. I'm like, yeah, I guess I am. I have to now. Back then, hell, we knew everybody. It was funny when hell. So we take it. We took a truck. The police leave us alone and shit, but they're watching Shelby. They know something's up with that truck. It was funny as hell. I go back up to Shelby and I'm saying, Shelby, where the hell did this truck come from? Just don't say nothing, buddy. I'll have the papers. We'll have the papers soon. I said, I remember Shelby. I remember one of his friends come and got him, and he gave me the keys to the truck. He said, this is your truck now. Okay, so I thought it was my truck. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go insure it. I'm going to have it tagged. I'm going to have everything done. I need the title. Got no title. So Shelby goes down the road and gets with John Paul. He's with John Paul. They're making some kind of deal out. I don't know. John Paul comes back home. Here I am. I'm ready to go the next morning to get this truck put in my name and all that, right? I was working in the mines I was doing security in the mines at that time, actually, on the 18 mines. I was on K3, K4. And anyways, it was funny because I had a job. Hell, I was doing good. I was a lot of hours. I was working on getting my surface card. Never forget this. John Paul comes back up to the house and he's like, hey, you got the keys to my truck? I'm like, your truck? Well, yeah, Shelby give me the truck. Oh, he give it to me. It's my truck. So it was funny as hell, man. So here me and John Paul get, I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I don't need it. Ain't got no damn title here. And John, so about the time the police are doing an investigation over that truck, John Paul gets out in that truck. I swear to God, he backs it off the hill. He goes over to Tammy's or Minnie's at the time, Minnie's. He goes over to Minnie's and he pulls in the yard and he's turning the truck around because there's nowhere else to turn except you go up in the holler. It's one way in, one way out. He comes back out. I swear to God, as soon as he crosses the bridge, I see the blue lights. Woo, woo. There's like 3 of them. Oh, God. Joe runs out the door. You can see Joe so my mama's was on the hill down the road there. Was Joe. Joe was the one that had the telephone. There was only one telephone in the whole holler. Joe had a phone. Then Sybil had a phone. And then Minnie had a phone. But at that time, Joe was the only one that had a landline phone. So when anybody would call, Joe would come out on the front porch, or not the front porch, but out on he had a front porch, but he had to step out onto the steps and he would holler, hey, they shall, but my papa, my mama, Tammy, all across, you could hear the damn echo. And wherever nothing went on in the holler, you could hear somebody hollering. So everybody go out and they be listening. They be listening, finding out who, and my mama be like, what? She couldn't hear anything. He'd be like, what? Who you want? Tell Shelb there's somebody on the phone for him. Anyway, that's how it went, right? So John Paul's down there getting arrested for having a truck. It don't belong to nobody, and it's a stolen truck. So we all going down there, and he's discussing this. Shelby, give me the truck. Shelby. He's running his mouth. Shelby did this. Shelby did that. They put him in jail for it. Then that night, Shelby comes back home. He's like, where's my truck at? John's going to come get the truck. I said, John went to jail. John went to jail? What for? What did they get him for? What was he doing this time? I said, you know that truck you give him? You gave it to me first and you gave it to him. He come get the keys. He's like, oh, did he get any money? I never forget this. It was funny and fuck. He comes back out. He goes back in. He's like, Mama's having to bail John Paul out. So the way Mama had to bail people out is she have to use her, the politics and stuff, the political advantage. She'd have my papa go talk to either the judge, prosecutor. Papa had all the connections. He put everybody in place. So after that and everything, Papa would get people out. He'd hand over under table money because that's how, it ain't what you know, it's who you know. So John Paul get out of everything. Mama would always have that money. I always have that money. And if she didn't have the money, you go down to another camp. We call it the camps, different camps. Number 1 camp, 31 camp. So she would go down there. She had family members, and they was into politics, and they had money. So she would get money from them, and they would go bail John out. They never did bail Bruce out, hardly, but they bailed John. John was their baby. John was the baby. So he got bailed out all the time. Now, I never forget that, though, Shelby, that truck. That was one thing I never will ever forget. There's something. So Shelby and my mom got in a fight one time. What? I don't know why I got on this stuff for. It just kind of, brings back kind of like old stories. Angela and Angel was little babies, little kids. We was in Kildare. And Shelby had kicked Mom. No, Mom was pregnant with Angel. Amber and Angela was in the room. And Shelby was fighting with them, and they just little bitty old tiny things. And Shelby had kicked Mom while she's pregnant. Mom called the police. The police came to get Shelby. He came to get Shelby. There's 2 or 3 car loads coming to get him. Shelby was fighting with Mom. Mom got Shelby out in the yard. Them two was fighting. I was over at Connie's. I come off because Connie lived up next door. And I come out the front door and see what was going on. I run, try to get Shelby off. At the time, the cops pulling in. Shelby ran off around the camp. I never forget this. Those cops chased him all the way around that camp. Shelby jumping through the windows and all that. Mom took the baby bed leg, one of them big screw off legs, and took the knob and screwed the knob on top of that damn thing and got beside the house. And Shelby was running like this, and Mom took like a baseball, like you'd be batting a ball, stepped off around the house and floored Shelby. Like hit him in the chest, it floored him. That's how the police got him. The police got on top of him and arrested him and shit. Mom had that. I never get that shit. Mom will tell you this story too. We talk about it all the time. Like she's like, you remember when I hit Shelby with that baby leg? Well, what she did is she took the knob off the bedpost. After the actual bedpost, took the big knob off of it. You know, they had them big old knobs. Screwed it on the end of that baby bed leg. And took the leg part of it and just batted Shelby. I swear to God, it was funnier than hell. Shelby's feet went about this high off the ground. It just flattened him out. Cops come and diving on top of him. Took him to jail. That's why he didn't like Angela. That's why he didn't like Angela for it, because Angela and Amber was little kids at that time. She was pregnant with Angel. Mom was. And anyways, I don't want to say too much because I'm going to catch hell over this already. You'll have Lisa Kay trying to debunk me, and I'm going to have people debunk her because it did happen. I'll have the actual cops tell you how Shelby was. Like, literally. No matter how mad Lisa gets, I can tell you that. I can tell you right now. It was a hellacious story. Growing up, that family, yeah, damn, it was bad. It was crazy. Like, it wasn't nothing. Like, when I say this, I mean this. It wasn't nothing for, like, the cops to be at the house all the fucking time. Either John and Bruce fighting, Papa getting into it with somebody. It was ridiculously crazy. It was crazy. Like, it's just something you don't, it's like something you see in a movie. Always, cops always there. It's like we's always being watched. And then Dad, my dad, hell, he was all over the damn county attorney. He didn't like Alan Wagers. I'll never forget that. He hated Alan Wagers. Hated him. Like, Dad was mean. And Alan was scared to death of Dad. Alan told us one time. Dad was so mad at Alan. I'll never forget this. Dad went into he run into him in a store or something. I can't remember what it was. And Dad had his pistol on him. And he walked up to Alan and he told him he'd blow his fucking head right off his shoulders. Alan scared Alan to death. State police would always come by Dad's. And Dad would just tell them they need to get the hell off his property. They ain't no belong there, but they'd always try to get something on Dad. I'll never forget this. And Dad set a fire one time. He didn't like his wife's mother-in-law. Dad hated his wife's mother. They'd always say shit to him. But Dad, I don't know if he had Adam do it or if he done it or what it was. I wasn't with him at the time. Our family had kind of been split up. One of them set that damn house on fire. I'll never forget that. And it was all over the scanners, all over people, smoke everywhere because it's a big old house. I think Adam went to jail for it. That's some crazy shit, man. Yeah, exactly. What was it? Jimbo's in court. Well, hell, I don't know that guy. So, the dog itself probably be a felony. Oh, shoot. Ah, damn. So, yeah, for fact. It's wild times. So, let me get my bag, guys. I think I got just enough to... What time is it? Shit, I'm an hour late. Need to take this medication. Hold on with me, guys. What the hell is it at? I put it in here. Hold on a minute, guys. Okay, 12:19. Pride kills. I'm telling you, my family was nuts, and I mean that in a nice way. But I do not want to get these broken. I used to break glasses like crazy, and I do not want to break these for whatever reason. Let's see where I put these in. I'll lay them right here in this. It's fine. It won't be broken. Okay, so dang it, this thing is too damn tight. I can't move in it, and my back is literally glued to this seat. Okay, so sorry about that, guys. Let me see what I got going on up here. I'm missing a lot of messages. Okay. Hey, girl, what's up? Let's see. What we figuring? Okay. Okay, let's see. Do. Okay, somebody sent me. Hey, girl, what's up? Okay, so let's see. Oh man. Okay, so God bless 40 Americas. Okay, so I got a lot of messages. I've just been carrying on with stories. I got my head in talking about stories right now. So yeah, that was pretty wild. It's really wild. But yeah, somebody sent me a Cash App. What was this? Wow, it ain't even $2, $3. All right, I got $3 Cash App. Yeah, hey, look, it's fun. It's fun. Okay, it's fun. I like going into that. I like doing that. Thank you so much for the Cash App. Exactly. Thank you. And yeah, the email is right there, shellforce@gmail. Now, I could go on and on about stories, guys. I mean, like, God Almighty, every day living living in my family, every day was a story, literally a story. Like when John Paul shot himself, I never will forget that. Never will forget that. I'm sitting here. I remember I had Scooby Doo coloring book. I had this Scooby Doo coloring book. I had this Scooby Doo coloring book, and I take this coloring book. I love the color. I used to love the color. I don't color nothing now. History stuff and everything, but I don't color anything. So I had a Scooby Doo coloring book. I never forget. I was coloring the collar, and back then we didn't have the internet. I was just a kid, and didn't have no internet whatsoever. So I was coloring this Scooby Doo coloring book, and I was coloring Scooby Doo, and I was going to the collar, and I started coloring the collar. I couldn't remember if the collar was blue or red. I'll never forget this. So I was thinking in my head, I was like trying to remember, when you're kids trying to remember stuff. But I love Scooby Doo. I mean, at different times, there was different a I think he even used it in a couple of episodes. Maybe he had a red collar, but I knew his collar was blue and stuff. And I was thinking, I just want to make it different. Or maybe it's just me saying I want to make it different. So I was just coloring it. I never forget. I heard, "Mom, Mom." John Paul had a shotgun, and he come through the house, and he had the gun kind of limping on it and everything. Mama run over to him. I think Papa might have been out in the back, or he may have been going to a meeting for a political meeting or something. I don't know what he was. But John came through there, and he said, "I shot myself." Well, all of a sudden, you care about your uncle and shit. I threw the colors down and stuff, and I was just a little kid. John's about 3 or 4 years older than me. And sure enough, John Paul has shot his toe. John Paul don't have, instead of having like 5 toes, he has 4 toes. He shot his next to his little toe is completely gone. John Paul blew it away with a shotgun. Okay. Fast forward. I remember Papa was looking at his boot and saying, "Oh God, his foot's melted to his boot." Never forget that. So they're loading him up. I think they had Tammy. They called Tammy to come babysit me and the kids. So while Tammy was there, we're talking, and all this going on. We're all worried about John. I remember John was in the hospital for a few days. I can't remember how many days he was, maybe a week. I don't know. But he had shot his toe completely off. I remember John coming with crutches and he had to learn how to walk and all that shit. But anyways, his balance was off and that just, stuff like that. I remember, John Paul got in a fight with Junior Robbins. Let's see. What's his name? What can I remember these people? Let's see, Junior Robbins. And then there was the big dude. The guy that I fought in school. Damn. Is John Paul Mark? No, they're 2 different John Pauls. Farley. Junior Farley. No, not Junior Farley. J.R. Farley. No, not J.R. Farley. Shelby's buddy. Was my friend too. But wait a minute. See. Purry. Junior Purry. So John Paul has shot him. He shot his eyebrow. They was fighting. They met up there. They met, where was it? When Jones, I'm going to say Jones Creek. It had to be Jones Creek, yeah, up in there is where they left that Purry's. And John Paul had shot and skipped Junior's eyebrow. And they supposedly fought. I don't know. This is a story that was just really crazy. So they supposedly fought and everything. So J.R. Purry, J.R., and there was Junior Purry. But there was J.R. Purry. God dang it. J.R. is the one I fought in school. And I never forget that. He just had a big mouth and stuff. When I fought J.R. Purry, Miss Martin jumped in. Well, it was during that time I was fighting Britt, and I think J.R. was the next one I fought after that. Miss Martin had jumped in front. Like you hit somebody a couple times, you hit them real hard, get ready to line them up, and they're sitting there, they're kind of like addled a little bit. Perfect. I come out here, and I was getting ready to hit him. As I was getting ready to hit him, I already threw it hard, right at the peak of my punch. Miss Martin jumps in the way. Whack! I hit her, turns her around. She falls on top of JR. Her glasses, she's got glasses, go all the way up. I never forget this. Turn around like this and land right at my feet. And everybody's like, when the fight started and everything was fighting and everything, everybody's like, yeah. And then when I stunned him and I was getting ready to go in for the knockout punch, Miss Martin jumps right in the way, like literally right in the way. Crack! Her glasses go up. I felt so bad. Everybody was like, yeah, oh, it's like one of those, yeah, oh. And I was like, oh, God. I never forget it. As soon as I turned around, Mr. Pace coming through. That's what he did. He's like, come here, Ernie. I knew all my ass and had it. We get JR down there, and I'm sitting in the top chair there, and I'm like this right here, and I've got my hand. And Mr. Pace is eyeballing me, and JR's over there. He's holding his head and shit. And he's like, you see what happens, boys? When you let your anger get to you, and it starts at one place and lands another one, and poor Miss Martin gets the worst of it. She had to take off that day. He had a concussion or some shit. It was crazy, man. It was like, what in the hell happened here? You're like, God. So all this shit, man, and all these people coming up to me after that, you hit Miss Martin. And I got Saturday school. What did I get? Saturday school and 3 or 4 D halls over that too. It was crazy. Like going to school my dad killed Dewey Curry. When my dad killed Dewey, I went to school. I was in Miss Martin. I never forget this. In Miss Martin's homeroom, And I'm sitting there, and Jason Thomas again is like, are you going to have to fight him? You're going to have to fight, Jason Sanders, talking about Jason Sanders. That was his cousin or uncle or something. It's his uncle. It was his uncle my dad killed. And so we got into a fight then. I ain't talk about all this shit because it's water under the bridge. And then when I was in the military, when I got in the National Guard, me and him got in a fight there, and that caused even more hell. That was a fucked up bullshit. And then I got in trouble in that, and we got in another fight. I mean, it was all the way through that because Dad did that shit. It was over Dad. It was what Dad did, and it wasn't right. It wasn't right to do that. And then I got another. We're going back to school and everything. Back in school, can't remember who else I got into a fight with. I got in a fight with Jonathan Mays one time. I don't think I ever got in a fight with him. I know Jeremy Wallace got in a fight with Mikey Middleton. That was a badass fight. I'll never forget that. We're sitting back there, and all of a sudden, you could see it heating up. It was heating up. All of a sudden, they jump up and go at it. Well, Jeremy knew karate. Jeremy was badass. I mean, he was bad. He was badass. You have any good Halloween egging stories? Wait a minute. Do I know you from somewhere? Because you seem to know a lot about, things that, anyways, you probably not. Anyways, yeah, I got a lot of egg. On Halloween, we would egg people. I never forget they had football practice, and we're sitting behind the creek. We're sitting on a creek bank, and we got a bunch of eggs. Every single one of us, you know how big a bus is, right? The bus, literally a bus, right? I mean, like not even probably 30 foot from us. But it was over top, and we had to throw over top. Every single one of us missed that bus. Well, I didn't throw the eggs. I was watching. Every single one of them missed that damn bus. Justin takes an egg, his last fucking egg. I'll never forget this. The last egg, he turns around, he says, screw this. I can't hit nothing anyways. And throws it over his shoulder. And a cop cruiser is coming by the bus, smacks right on the window. It was Ron Hayes. He was a cop then, Vanessa Hayes' husband. He gets out. All you see is that big ass light go right around us. We all take up the hill. You hit a cop. You hit a cop. I never forget that. That son of a bitch could run. He ran us all the way up that damn hill, up in Stretch Neck Hollow. It's called Stretch Neck Hollow because the Ku Klux Klan Grand Master lived up there. So the place is called Stretch Neck Hollow. So we run all the way up into the hollow and coming back around. We're trying to get back to Justin's because our ass is in trouble. And this son of a bitch could run, and you can hear them baits click, 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 click. We're young. He's outrunning us, and him with gear and shit on, and you can just hear him. Stop now! Stop! Stop! Hell no! Don't stop! We get up there. I never will forget this. I never will ever forget this. I run up this way. Justin runs this way. Jason runs this way. Glenn's this way. Britt's this way. Who else? Richard, I think, was with us. He's up on top of here. So we just splattered. We knew he couldn't chase us off. And he gets up there and he's got his light going around and around. He's got his pad. He gets his pad or something out of his pocket and he's writing shit up. He already knows who the hell it is. He wrote his mama a ticket. He was writing. Anyways, he puts a note on the door because nobody's coming to the door. It's late. I mean, it's late like crazy. We ain't supposed to be out. We had like we staying all night with each other and shit. We had different ways. He's knocking on the door. Never forget this shit. Nobody's answering because it was a bad outdoor and he got to go in. It was funny. It says, hold on a minute. Ernie, you drinking tonight? I'll drink with you. We ain't spoken a long time. No, Fizz, I'm not. I'm just having kind of like reminiscence, just like kind of old time and stuff. Somebody wants a link. Who is wanting a link? Charlotte's Web wants a link. Ernie, can I get a link? Yeah, you can get a link here. I'll stop my story and give a link out. So, anyways, we're out there, we're all running around, and we got in trouble. So the next day, I never forget this. We all had it. Everybody's like, "Well, who did it? Who did it?" And his mom and his dad and shit was making us do some shit. Anyways, who is it back here? Forget this. We all had it. Everybody. Yo,
What's up, Icebanger?
what you wanting?
I'm just still sitting here listening to you tell you stories. Some of them sound like they come from the Breakfast Club movie. Some of them come from I don't know. Anyway, are you going to Jimbo's trial?
I doubt it, man. I don't want nothing to do with him, man.
You don't want nothing to do with him.
No, I don't want nothing to do with that.
You don't want to go to his trial.
Why would I?
Why would you?
Yeah.
So you and him can make eye contact behind Thelma's back and go in the courtroom bathroom and fuck.
Do what?
Yeah.
So why would I want to do? Why would I want to do that for?
Well, I don't know if you can snake a butthole stretcher through the Laurel County courthouse, but he could get away from Thelma, and you guys could go make out for good luck before his trial starts tomorrow. What do you think's going to happen with the trial tomorrow, Governor Tiger?
I don't know. I'm not into it.
Well, he used to be into it with into a lot of freaking.
Go fuck yourself, dog. Anyways, going back to the story, there's somebody else back here. Yeah. You're up.
Yeah, I don't got nothing to say. I just wanted to see if you'd let me up.
You make no fucking sense.
Ernie, haven't we been through this?
What are we going through, Lisa? You make no sense. Well, I mean, what do you want to go through?
Just be yourself, Ernie.
Oh, so I'm not being myself by telling stories?
No. Why don't you do that? Why don't you do a podcast and tell stories? Because you're pretty good at that.
Well, ain't that what I'm doing?
Yes, it is what you're doing. Are you going to keep doing that?
Okay. I'm kind of reminiscing, back what happened back in the day. Yeah, going through stuff.
No, go with more the whatever dog. What is that? Sasquatch and what's the other dog's name?
You talking about the dog man, the werewolves and stuff?
Yes, tell more stories like that, Ernie.
Okay, ain't that what I'm kind of doing, like?
Yeah, but when you're getting into the reminiscent stuff, that's
what, like the old stuff what's it a little what? It's something wrong with it now?
Yeah, you're
what's wrong with it?
You're a little mixed up with it.
How am I mixed up with it?
With what happened? You're reminiscing. You're not really remembering it.
Well, why don't you tell me what happened? Why don't you tell me what happened?
Where do I start? How
long? Was you there? Was you there? Was you in my life when I was 11, 10, 12, 13, 14 years old? No, you was not. You've been in this thing, what, 7 months now, give or take?
Shelby's an honest person.
You know what, Lisa? We're going to find out how honest you and Shelby are because I've got those calls coming to me. You know that, right?
Okay, go ahead.
And we're going to find out exactly what you're up to, okay?
Okay. Yep. Go for it.
Now, what do you think about that? What do you think about that?
Go for it.
You ain't got nothing to hide, right?
No. Well, I think it's an invasion of privacy. I mean, I didn't.
Well, I think it's called the Freedom of Information Act.
Well, that doesn't apply to prisons, though. You'll find that out.
I'm going to find out, right? That's why there's so many YouTubers out here that does the same thing, right? Well, you know what? I'm not going to put it out there, Lisa. I'm not going to put it out there.
You're going to give it to somebody else to put out.
Did I say that?
Yeah.
Why? Are you scared? Are you afraid something might be in there?
No,
Are you afraid about when Shelby talks to mom, how he cusses her out? How he says he's gonna.
he doesn't cuss your mom out, and he
Oh,
didn't
he never.
threaten.
He never
He
cussed my
didn't,
mom out.
he didn't threaten Steve either.
Okay, whatever.
Me
Whatever.
and your mom have a good relationship.
When she gives him money.
Oh, for crying out loud!
When he don't get his money, he gets mad.
No, he
You know,
doesn't.
Amber's phone calls be on there too when he gets mad at her for not giving him $40 or $50 here or there.
I'm not gonna talk about that because I
When
don't
you
want
gonna
to
talk
hear.
about it? Because you don't know what the fuck you're even talking about. You
No,
never do.
because I
You
don't want to talk bad
You
about your
interfere in these
family.
business. Tell me about. I'll tell you what. Let's go to Summer Wells.
Okay, let's go
Tell
to
me
somewhere
about.
else.
Tell me about Rose Bly and your connections with Rose Bly.
What do you want to know about that?
You don't know shit about what you're even saying or what you're talking about.
Oh, yes, I do.
Well, tell me about it. Well, what do you know?
What do you want to know? Where do you want me to start?
Well, tell us about it. Just start. Just start
That
somewhere. Hell, not all night. Start somewhere.
flower you had wasn't hers.
Start somewhere. Something that you was involved with. That you know all about Rose Bly. Because you act like you know her. Or
I
knew
don't know
her.
Rose Bly. I know her
But you're,
husband. I
but
know
you're
her
all in it.
sister.
You
I know
talk
her
to Don.
neighbors.
You talk to Don. You talk to Candace, right?
I've never talked to Don or Candace or Candy. No, never. Never met them.
Hold on a minute.
Hold on a minute.
You never met them.
Nope, never met them.
Go ahead there, buddy. Go ahead, blame Katie.
It's not
Brad
Blame
back.
Katie.
Brad's
Then who is
echoing.
it, Brad? Why you got blame Katie's name on our for?
Because I wanted to trick you and get you to let me back up here.
Well, I'll let you back up.
Brad, you're echoing.
He always echoes. That's all he can do is echo.
Am I still
There.
echoing?
Yeah,
No, you're not.
Okay.
You're not echoing.
Okay. I apologize about what I said about you and Jimbo. I just figured you'd want to see him get his karma.
You think he's going to actually get his karma in Kentucky, buddy?
Well, yeah, I do. Yeah, I do.
Is it for Cuddles? Is it for Cuddles?
His karma's
Yeah.
coming.
Okay, so is he facing a felony? What's his charge actually for that?
Well, he's got
Stealing a
more than
fucking
one
cow.
charge. I think the Walmart thing is a felony, isn't it?
No.
I think so. One of them.
It's both of them. Well, the dog is definitely a felony because it's over $2,000, correct?
correct.
Okay.
You're right.
So if that's a felony, then what is it? It's probably a Class B felony. It's
he's
going to get
got
knocked down to
Yep.
Two charges on the same day. That ain't going to go good for him.
no.
Ernie,
He's going to catch one of them.
If he gets convicted, you won't be able to be around him because you'll both be felons.
What does that have anything to do with
that don't
anything?
matter.
I'm just fucking with you.
Oh, you are. You're just having a good time at my expense. Okay, we'll go with that.
You've been having a good time up here at Selby's expense.
I've been having a real good time. A real good time.
You've been giggling
You've
enough.
been reminiscing.
Pretty much.
You've been reminiscing, my God. You've been reminiscing about them days of Shelby being 18. How many years older are you than Shelby? Because you're 3 years older than me. You would have been like a senior when I was a freshman. So
About
Shelby's
the same as Shelby. About the same as Shelby. 3 or 4 years.
Okay, that's what
I thought you said you were 48. You're 46.
I'm 45.
Ernie was born in 12/31/79.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Shelby was born in 83 or 84, right?
Something like he's about a
Something like
year
that.
younger than me.
Because Melissa was born, I think, in 80 or Melissa's born in 81, I think.
Shelby's going to be 42 next month.
Okay,
I'm 3 years older. I'm 3 years older than Shelby.
So you're telling me that when he was doing all this stuff and he was 19, you would have been about 22 or 23. Wasn't you already out on the road bounty hunting, doing security and wrestling by that age?
Yes, I was.
And wasn't Chris Eislinger done on dope strong? Well, you was talking about fighting Chris Eislinger.
No, that was when we was kids. That was when we was kids. I went back and forth. Yeah, that's when we was kids.
You know Chris is dead now, don't you?
I didn't know that.
Rest in peace, Chris. Yeah, he's no longer with us.
I did not know that. I did not know it. You know, Chris Eislinger was the one that got Shelby in drugs.
Eislinger had a problem. We all had problems back then. Boy, you've been jacked up. Well, you jacked up on tonight. You've been sitting up there in your sister's car going crazy all night reminiscing.
Yeah, I was doing something. I got somebody back here. Hold on a second. Go ahead there, Freeside.
Howdy, fine people.
Hey, Freeside, what's up?
Hello, Lisa K. How are you?
Hello, fine. How are you?
I'm great. What up, Brad?
What up, dog?
Hey, Ernie, my favorite highway runner. How's it going?
Doing good there, Freeside. I've never heard you on panel before.
We were on a panel before.
I don't remember, man. I don't remember shit, man.
I mean, it was Mammoths back in 2023, I think.
Right.
So, with Ernie, would you be the Usain Bolt of highway runs? You know, that famous track star?
Well, I mean, I know who, the boat, who that is, yeah.
Could you outrun him in a highway run?
I probably doubt it.
I doubt you. I don't know. So, what was you and Solar or Victory? What was y'all battling about earlier? You was talking about who couldn't wrestle and this and that or something.
Do you remember him?
Yeah, I know him well.
So you know Scotty really well.
Very well. Probably better than you do, Ernie.
You probably do. Because I didn't hang out with people like him.
Well, his brothers was my age, and we've been lifelong best friends. So yes, I know the family very fucking well.
Oh, I know him really well, but I mean, I don't know anything about his family. I know a little bit about him, but I don't know much about him.
Good people.
I think they're good people. I think he don't know what the fuck he's talking about, though.
What do you mean?
Did he move to Canada?
Because when I come in, I heard you talking about a hardcore wrestling match or something, and talking about he couldn't wrestle and this and that.
What did he go by? Was it
did you have over?
A lot. I know he probably had more than I did. He probably had more than I did because he stayed in it. I didn't. I wrestled for 4 or 5 years, and I was done with it.
You wrestled that long?
4 or 5 years, yeah.
Did you ever wrestle Stone Cold Steve Austin?
No. But I know Steve Austin.
You know him?
Yeah, he was it. Yeah, for sure.
How do you know Steve Austin?
Because of the Bluefield stuff.
He wasn't involved with that Bluefield, West Virginia stuff when you went to jail for not paying all the people.
He told Diamond Dallas Page that he shouldn't have done that shit, and he stood up for me. Yes, he did.
Really?
Yes, he did.
Ernie, I know we don't.
Neidhart stood up for me too as well.
Neidhart was going to whoop you according to what Diamond Dallas Page said.
No, Neidhart was my fucking best. Dude, I could pull the emails up and still show you. Neidhart, all the WWE guys got paid right off the bat, dude. Right off the bat.
Pull the emails up, Ern.
East Coast Wrestling Promotions is what it was.
Pull the emails up then. You just said you could.
Well, let's just contact his fucking agent and talk to her. Well, who used to be his agent? Margie was her name. She's the one that booked all this shit for me.
Can you contact Jim the Anvil Neidhart himself?
He's dead.
Okay.
Yeah, I just want to know if you know if he was dead or not. Rest in peace.
No, he's
Lamb.
dead. He's dead. He's dead.
Yeah, rest in peace, Jim Lanville Neidhart, for real. But yeah, I would like to, I'm going to call your whole card on that in a respectful way, Ernie. I don't believe you know Stone Cold Steve Austin, and that's the bottom line because the mayor said so. I'd like to see receipts on that.
Well, so no, I ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't gonna say nothing about it. But.
Why is Freeside muted? Did you mute him?
No, he muted
I
himself.
muted myself.
Oh, okay.
Does anybody else in here know Stone Cold Steve Austin personally?
So
No,
let me
but
tell you how I know. Let me tell you how I know Stone Cold. Let me tell you how I know. Let me tell you how I know Stone Cold Steve Austin. Because of Brody Ray Chase. You ever heard of Brody Ray Chase?
No.
Okay, so Steve Austin got the Stone Cold Steve, the Stunner, off Brody Ray Chase. The Stunner used to be called the Stray Cat Stunner. That was by Brody Ray Chase, who in college was Steve Austin's roommate. Did you know that?
At what college?
I don't know what college it was.
I've never heard that. From my recollection, the Stunner come from the Ace Crusher, aka the RKO, aka the Diamond Cutter. I've never
Like I
heard that.
said, it used to be called the Stray Cat. Okay, so hold on a second. Hold on, let me show you something. Keep going. Talk to the people.
Hey, honey.
What's up, Lisa K?
Hey, Brad. How you doing?
Well, I've just been sitting here listening to interesting Ernie debate, and I'm going to Jimbo's trial tomorrow or not.
Oh, are you and Ernie going together?
Hell no. Ernie ain't nowhere near me. Me and Margaret was going to go.
Oh, that's good. Are you going to stream it or can't you?
You can't stream in the courthouse. They'll take your phone. They took my phone in there one time already.
Oh, really? When I saw the video of Jimbo acting like he was crippled and half dead there, that somebody filmed that.
He looked about 3 days dead.
He did. He was hoping for the sympathy vote there.
Pretty much.
Yeah, well, just a video of him waddling around delivering that package when he took the dog. That's pretty good evidence.
Xanaxed up. That's what Xanax does to you. They make you steal.
Did you I wonder how many Amazon packages came up missing on his route.
God almighty, it is unfucking telling.
What was I gonna say? Oh, Eric Rush. I see his
what happened
appearance.
With
I don't know his. Well, I looked earlier and I saw that they had changed the time from 9 o'clock to 1 o'clock, and I haven't checked after that. I don't know.
Where'd you
but
go,
I don't think they'd let him out. I mean, how's he going to pay his bail?
I forget what he's even in there for.
I don't know. I posted theft. I can't remember. I posted it. He's got four charges from 2 different occasions in 2025.
So here's the thing. Eric Rush, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Eric Rush has no bail. He has no bond. He broke probation. So there is no bond for Eric Rush.
Well, you had a failure to appears and they gave you bond, right?
Again, that don't make no sense. Lisa, you never make no sense. When you break probation, you have no bond, okay?
Well, Kentucky and Tennessee is a little bit different. Here I see people break probation and get back out
you can do it.
Right.
But Tennessee, so Eric Rush has 2 different identity thefts, just like he did back in, when was it, 2019, 2018, or whatever. That's
Yeah,
his go-to
that was
identity thing.
cleared. That was cleared. That was
He's got-
settled.
Okay, listen here, Goofy. He's got another one. You know that, right?
Yes,
Oh,
don't you call me
He's-
names.
Well, quit acting stupid.
Oh my goodness.
When I tell you, you can get more than one charge, you can get more than one charge. You understand that, right?
Yes, and it would be listed separately as 2 counts of identity theft, and it's not.
Okay, so let's do this right here. Who's got a phone right now?
I got a phone.
I'll tell you the number to call, and you can verify it. Okay. Let me
All right.
talk on the phone, and I'll get the information for you. Okay.
Hey, why don't you just mute out and do that?
What are you doing, Brad?
I was trying to show you a picture of Eric with a text. Hang on. Let me get back to it. I got a video of Eric right here. It's just a little quick clip. If I can get fucking play.
He's gonna kick you off.
Huh?
No, here, you got a phone. Listen, if you got a phone that works.
Give me the number.
Okay, hold on a second. I'll give you the number right now. I just called it.
Can you hear my phone pop? Let's see here.
Is it a two-party consent there? Anybody know?
I don't
Brad, can
remember.
you hear me? Can you hear me, Brad?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so hold on. I'm getting.
Oh, God, I got a headache.
I do too. I've took prednisone today, and god damn, it'll give you the worst headaches in the fucking world.
Okay, court event.
Hey, Brad, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, he can hear you.
Okay, 423
Hang on.
56
423 423.
579
All right.
9649.
Who am I calling?
Just call it. Let me see if that's the right number. Make sure it's the right number because that's it. And
Who
let
do
me
I
talk.
have?
Put it on speaker.
Who I am?
Is it a two-party state?
It don't hush, Lisa. It's a fucking jail. Fucking idiot.
Yes,
And you're an idiot.
that is subject to
It ain't subject to nothing. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
So we're calling the jail.
Hold up. No, that. Go ahead, hang up with that one. That ain't it. I got the other one.
All right.
Hold on. That's the wrong one. That's the other one. Hold on one second. Let me get it.
All right.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. 423